Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. It's time for stream, Nyan. Hello, little Nyan. Who are you? Are you Toffee? Yeah, hey, Toffee. Hi, Toffee. It's time for stream. It's time for stream, my little baby. Yes. You wanna come up? Oh, okay. Hello, Toffee. Oh, little baby. Oh, we got some new followers. Toffee's butt is in my face. Oh my goodness. Senpai63636, thank you for following. Gamer Namer. Oh, there she goes. Goodbye, Toffee. Gamer Namer, thank you for following as well. I appreciate it, Nyan. All right, let's see here. I don't know about you, but I am fully invested in this game. I was thinking of playing it even off of stream, but I waited. I waited for all of you. I hope you're ready. We have 6 hours in this game and 5 out of 8 achievements. All right. Let's see here. Jajang. Vampire Slave, a yaoi visual novel. This is the church where they held each other. Let's continue. So, if you'll recall, what happened? There was a prologue where Thalos and Luca were talking in old-timey outfits. And then... what else? I totally forgot. They figured out there was a meeting. They figured out that what's his face? Johan is in India. And now they're gonna go and stop him, I guess? X-rated stuff. Well, that stuff happened too. I will not deny. There was some sensual experiences, yes. That did happen. Let's see where we left off, shall we? Why the smile, Luca? I haven't seen you smile since... Things are looking up, Thali. What? Did Johan mess with a relic that turned him to dust? Not that I know of, but Johan's a temporary problem. I'm thinking about vampires' long-term survival. Just tell me if you found his location. She pulls a white envelope out of her pocket and hands it to me. Here, the address of his factory in Ahmedabad. I'm never going to pronounce that correctly. You found it. It wasn't too hard, just a few calls. Thank you, Luca. Her cat that ate the canary grin is steadfast. I hesitate to ask. It has to be about getting a treaty with Jaegerin. I'd put a pin in that matter until Johan is defeated. Of course, Luca couldn't wait. You're not going to ask, apparently, so I'll go ahead and spit it out. I know how to force Jaegerin to give us a treaty. Not now, Luca, I beg you. Yes, now, you lunkhead. Some shit's gone down. You need to see it to believe it. What? You've got 10 minutes. I only need one. Follow me to my bedroom. What? Thalos is here. May we come in? Deborah? Deborah? Deborah was supposed to be dead. Deborah? Might as well. What? Time stopped for me. My breath becomes stuck in my throat. My eyes froze in a wide stare. Lucas seemed to open the door to the spare bedroom in slow motion, and then I saw what I could scarcely believe. Hello, Strix. What? She's alive? Is she a vampire? Her eyes don't look vampire-y. So I don't think she's a vampire. What? Finally, my breath expels. I become tongue-tied and can only shake my head at her with my jaw dropped open. I close my eyes and blood tears streak my face. Oh, Dusty, she's alive. She's still there for you. Your mother is alive. I can't believe you're alive. Nope. I blink a few moments as the word permeates. This brought me back into the moment. I can't even fathom the implications. What happened? Deborah clears her throat and avoids my eyes. Somehow I'd begun to regard her as a friend due to how much Dusty loved her. Of course we'd been mortal enemies. She can't be comfortable appearing to us like this. The only reason I showed up here is because you're apparently working with my son. Oh, sorry, I gave her a man's voice. I made it lower when it was supposed to be higher. Oh well. Yes, she had to put out that caveat to defend her pride. I've been keeping an eye on him as a bat. As a bat? I saw you had a meeting here. Snuffle. I saw you, in the apartment with him. What? Keeping an eye on him as a bat. So she is a vampire, but... Oh, I guess Luca doesn't have the eye things. I'm very confused. In the apartment with him. We're working together to destroy Johann. I already filled her in. That's why I had to show myself, at least to you and the university president here. You can call me Luca, Deborah. She shifts her weight between her legs uncomfortably. I suppose she expected gloating and cruelty. Perhaps she'd already gotten some of that from Luca, but my goal is to destroy Johann. I'm not about to hold a grudge. Someone from Jaegerin betrayed me. Canada was a setup. Johann knew we were coming. He knew when, how, and what direction. Dusty said it had been a trap. Oh, it was a trap, all right, but he doesn't know how much of a trap it was. He probably just figures Johann let it leak that he'd gone to Canada to lure us there. No, it's a hell of a lot worse than that. One of our brigadiers is under his power. Ah! That makes more sense. So earlier, I was thinking that there's no way one of the brigadiers at Jaegerin was working with Johann, but if Johann did the ritual to them, or like took control of them, that would make more sense. Orders were changed, not by Dalton. He was in the field. This came over the wire from headquarters. My people would only accept an order like that from a brigadier. They're the only ones beside Dalton and me who can call in a change of plans in the middle of an operation. They're supposed to be monitoring the lines, verifying the intel. If something alters from what we planned, they give the order to adapt. It happens all the time. One of them gave a lieutenant an order to change our timing, our direction, and my vehicle. I was put in a car with a driver I didn't know, and I didn't think a damn thing about it. We make changes on the fly all the time. The home team sees something we can't see in the field and we adjust. Whoever gave that order was setting things up for our troops to get nailed in one blast and for me to get captured. I was gift-wrapped and delivered right into Johann's hands. Was it Harrison? Martinez? Both of them? For all I knew, it could be Davis, the one I would suspect the least. My team was incinerated, but my car wasn't even touched by the flame. The driver just turned around and put a gun to my head. Then Johann and his goons dragged me out. He killed me out there, tore my insides out, drank nearly every drop of me, then brought me back as a vamp on a rooftop. My hands and feet were nailed to the shingles. He had his goons there with a camera to film me getting dusted by the sun. He wanted everyone to know he'd turned the leader of Jaegerin into a vamp and then dusted her. I'm sure he was going to send the film to HQ for Dusty to see. Damn. But the dumb fuck had sent out his flames from inside the building and must have started a fire. The roof caved in just before sunrise. His goons both died. I got free and turned into a bat to hide from the sun under some junk. More goons came looking for me. They found some dust and figured the sun had gotten me after all. I waited until night and started flying back. She was emaciated when she got here. She hadn't eaten since her transformation. Did you... Yeah, I drank someone. I did it for Dusty's sake because you need to tell him what I know. But as soon as I build up the nerve, I'm going to dust myself. Oh my gosh. No, you can't. Dusty's falling to pieces over losing you. Do you understand? This would be a miracle for him. Missing me ain't anywhere near as bad as having to put me down. Deborah, please. Fuck you. Don't you dare tell him what happened to me. How can you ask this? He loves you. He'll still love you as a vampire. He needs you. He's got you now. I died in Canada. This demon form is temporary. Don't make my boy grieve for me twice. You're not a fucking demon, nor are any of us good vampires. Jaeger needs to know you're still alive and still in charge. Stop being selfish. You're the selfish one. You just want to force a treaty through. If there was a treaty, you could keep working with Jaegerin to get rid of the bad vampires and have a relationship with your son. There's no reason to kill us good ones. We should live with you in peace. Fuck that. You listen to me, Strix. There's a traitor at Jaegerin. It's a fucking brigadier. You tell Dusty to watch his ass. Don't let this fucking creep destroy our whole line. That's what they want. If there's no air left, then one of those assholes can take over. I shudder. Perhaps Johann hadn't put one of them under his power. Perhaps they were willingly working with him to clear a path to the top. Oh, okay, there's that road as well, I suppose. I won't tell him, but you need to swear to me you won't do anything rash. Johann is still out there. You need to see him destroyed. You might even be able to help us. Ha. Think things through. Let Lucas show you the college. You never had a tour and your son went here for almost 4 years. It's not going to work, Vamp. I know what happened was a shock, but Dusty needs you. He was never prepared to lead. That was your decision. At the very least, you should allow him to say goodbye. I won't tell him you've come back for now. I just hope you'll bring yourself to contact him. In the meantime, I'll make sure he's gotten your warning. Thank you. Don't let her kill herself. Are you kidding? I moved everything made of wood out of that room. If she starts trying to dig up a floorboard, I'll be on her like a bat out of hell. There's no windows either. I have students watching the door around the clock. Don't you see how great this is? Deborah, Jaegerin's greatest leader, is a vampire. It wasn't her fault. She can't help it. There's nothing to do about it but change the charter and start treating the good vampires like allies instead of prey. She won't let you use her that way. Fuck what she wants. If Dusty doesn't bend on the treaty, I'll invite him over for a sit-down with Mommy. You think I won't use this to save my fucking neck and the necks of thousands of other good vampires? You're insane. This is the magic bullet. This is what we've been waiting for. And fuck you if you forbid me to use this. You've got no fucking right. I don't care if you excommunicate me. They want to make us extinct. You're literally the only one of us who's going to survive this century. You don't get to decide whether I live or die. Promise me you won't do anything until we've destroyed Johann. Dusty needs to focus on the mission. I can't have his head spinning over all the implications of having a vampire mother. Sure, the longer he's being seduced by you, the more he'll become open to vampire relatives. You keep working on him and I'll work on Deborah. In the end, they'll get to be a happy family and we'll get our treaty. Win-win. I hope so. It's going to work out, Thali. It's fate. Is it? That word has come up so much lately. Could it be true? By the time I returned, the weight of this revelation had settled on me, heavy as concrete. Luca was right. This was something that could be used for a peace treaty, one that lasts as long as Deborah's own existence. I owed it to my sect to pursue that. I reminded myself of the fact over and over, and yet I couldn't accept it. I loved Dusty, and damn my soul, I'd still love him even if he never gave us a treaty. Dusty. I love you, okay? It's coming out the gates strong. My sect is pushing me to manipulate you into giving us a treaty, but I can't. I can't do that. That's just how much I love you. It's a love that won't falter even if you never give us a treaty. It's selfish of me, but it's the truth. You heard me and Dalton talking. What? I'm stricken. Dusty looked miserable when I arrived, but I needed to clear my conscience before I could ask why. Now I know. Dalton must have said terrible things about me. Didn't you? I shake my head. I'm too stunned for him to perceive any deceit. What did he say? I don't want to talk about it. You're in pain, Dusty. Let me comfort you. I'm not supposed to. I'm supposed to push you away. Because I'm going to manipulate you into signing a treaty? He purses his lips. Of course Dalton would assume this. I would too if I were him. The truth is, I should manipulate him for a treaty. He's one mortal. My entire sect is in danger. But you say you're not going to, and I believe you. I won't let anything come between us, Dusty. You mean too much to me. Aw, they're hugging again. How do you know the exact right thing to say? Just lucky. I don't want to lose you. I can't lose you. I've lost so much already. It's not Dalton's decision. He thinks it is. He still thinks I'm a kid who has to do what he says. He needs to learn that you've become a man. And in the meantime, I'll reassure him about me. He only asked for you to get away from me to protect you. I'll show him that I'm not a danger to you. Yeah, I know you will, and even if you don't... Oh shit. I'm not letting you go. They're kissing! The boys are kissing! They're kissing! Oh, Dusty. He meets my lips with such passion. There's more fire to the kiss than simply seeking comfort. Dalton challenged him to break up with me, and Dusty's chosen me. His tight embrace, his warm tongue, his body pressed against mine. It tells me that he means to prove his conviction with his body. Already? Is this going where I think it's going? He's ready, and I can't wait a second more. Is Dalton still here? Doesn't he live here? Oh. Maybe it's okay. What happened at the school? Do we need to mobilize? I have his address. There's no need to rush things and raise the suspicions of the Brigadiers. We can proceed as planned tomorrow. There's something else. Something horrendous I've learned. What? If I tell you, then all your focus will shift to that, and I'd like it if you stayed focused on me for a bit longer. Are you kidding me? Please let me be selfish, Dusty. But I have to tell you, it can wait until after we've made love. Oh my god. I mean, can it really wait? I've told him we're going to make love and he doesn't contradict me. It's definitely going where I think it's going. Yes, it's brewed for a long time. A bit longer won't matter. Don't make me spoil the mood. Okay. I could go mad over my desire for him. His simple surrender, so tender and eager, it sends a rush of blood to my loins. I take his hand and begin to work the ring off his finger. You're going to order me not to feel pain? No pain, no discomfort of any kind. Let's both know absolute rapture. It's nearly off. I brace for the divine ecstasy of our connection. Something's gonna interrupt them. I bet you something's gonna interrupt them. He curls the tip of his finger, preventing me from freeing it. But I'll feel pain during the 15-hour flight tomorrow. I swear I hear a record scratch loudly. Has practicality really ruined our consummation? Has practicality really ruined our consummation? What a good sentence. Oh my god. I mean, I could deal probably, but I'm tense. I'm scared. I want Johann dead so I don't have him in the back of my mind. Yeah, that makes sense. You're making my destroying Johann a prerequisite to us making love? Sounds good. At least then I'll be here with you 100% with nothing else weighing on my mind. Aw. I didn't say to let me go. No, my love, I understand. There's no need to rush this. When you're truly ready, there won't be an ounce of hesitation on your mind. Things will progress as they should, and if they can't, I'm not going to push it. I just thought we could fool around. He's blushing! Oh my god, okay. Can't we? Oh, yes. Do I need to bring up the break screen? Yeah, I'm gonna bring it up just in case. Dusty. Thalos. Oh, this is okay. This is fine. Everything's covered. Kind of. Pretty much. I'm pretty sure it's okay to show this. Here you go. I mean, look, there's a blanket, alright? It's like old Renaissance pictures where the blanket covers everything. It's fine. Everything's fine. He let me strip him in the dim lamplight. I luxuriated over every inch of his body, then revealed my own. And my beloved, he kissed me on the chest, then the nipple. We were so wonderfully comfortable with each other now. It took no effort at all to coat both our members with mineral oil and then join in this position. Our bodies pressed together, the undersides of our cocks crushed against each other. Seems like a good time to save, just in case. I don't know. I thrust as I would to make love to him. Rapturous, he uses that word a lot, huh? Rapturous strokes made all the more potent with our mystical report. For me, this was no disappointing substitute for sex. It was as magnificent as it would have been to penetrate him. Really? His slippery member was hot and pulsing. I sought his mouth. Oh, he finally used a different word than cock. Thalos! Thalos is learning! Good job! I sought his mouth when our climax drew near. There's no trepidation over things ending too soon now. I know Dusty has the stamina of a vampire in the bedroom. His quickened breaths caused me to speed the undulation of my hips. His body grew tense, and then... My thrusts are unrelenting through his orgasm. Each wondrous flush of hot liquid is accompanied by a spasm of his cock. There it is again. I can't resist the building pressure in my shaft. There, okay, different word. As he finishes his climax, I make violent jerks of my hip to coax out my own. Dusty. Oh, keep going. Such a sultry whisper in my ear. His body squirms beneath mine, already eager for more pleasure. My mind goes blank. Ecstasy overwhelms me. I'd never felt such... How? Eh? I freeze. Oh god, I'd bitten him. Oh. Where had my mind gone? I'd never been in such a deep trance before. I'm sorry, Dusty. I don't know what... Don't stop. Gasp. Drink me, Thalos. Oh, Dusty. I made gentle sips while grinding our cocks together once more. I intended only to take enough essence to feel it course through me and no more. He trembled now with his thighs, his chest. His nipples became as hard as pearls. With the feeding aiding our connection, our sublime rapture was amplified. Added to sex, it was devastating. I licked the blood from his neck, drawing another staggered gasp from him. The euphoria becomes almost too much to bear. To think we've become each other's most potent drug. I used my hand to clasp both our members, hastening our second climaxes. Yeah. He writhed beneath me with parted lips. Soft cries add to the intense eroticism. Yeah. His eyes lock with mine, sealing us together as both near a sensual precipice. This is pretty well written. The smut parts. It's very elegant, this writing. His climax triggers my own, and my hand is violent on our cocks now. It is a beautiful, magical moment of euphoric connection. His body lurches with the convulsions of his member. I dare not blink and miss even an instant of his strained expression. That, was incredible. Yes, my love. I have nothing more poignant to add in return. I only kiss my beloved while still overcome by a rapturous afterglow. We eventually settle into spooning positions. Dusty's body? That's a typo. Dusty's body fits perfectly against my own, of course. I'm no longer surprised by the synergy that unites us. I want these beautiful moments to last forever, for nothing else to exist in this world besides myself and my beloved. And in these moments I could pretend that there was no conflict, no strife. If only that were true. We're sitting at the discussion table again. Dusty, one of your brigadiers can't be trusted. They're either a traitor or under the power of Johann. What? Who? I don't know which one. I only know they betrayed your mother and delivered her to Johann. How do you know this? I can't reveal my source. Excuse me? They would only give me this information on the condition of anonymity. That's a hard word to say. But I trust them. I know what they've told me is true. Why Dusty, stop! Why anonymity? How can I trust them if... Dusty, please, it's not my choice to hide this from you. It frankly distresses me to do so, but it would be far worse if I kept this from you. I trust my source and you trust me. Please let that be enough. He expels a deep breath. Jesus, how long's this been going on? Is that gonna hurt Thalos? Ouch. Dusty, please don't say that name. Yeah, I knew it. Sorry. I don't know when it started, only how it led to Deborah's death. By killing her and then killing you, they end the hereditary system of succession. One of them could take over Jaegerin. No, Dalton's next in line and there's no way he betrayed Mom. If it's Harrison, he could plot against Dalton with Martinez. The imperative... Oh. If it's Harrison, he could plot against Dalton with Martinez. The imperative was getting Deborah out of the way. You're next. I knew it was a fucking trap. Things went too perfectly for Johann. Everything just fell into place for him. Your mother's driver was one of his men. Lucas? No, wait. She switched cars at the last moment. I don't know who that driver was. Who gave the order to switch cars? One of the brigadiers. Fuck. So yeah, you're right. They sold her out. They killed my mother. I'm sorry, Dusty. He breaks into tears. I didn't think it was that bad, that someone would go that far. What the fuck is going on? Don't presume the worst. They may be under Johann's power and have no choice. We don't know. I have to know. Someone helped Johann kill my mother and they're still working for me. They're still in the organization. Is there any way to find out who gave the order? No, no idea. They knew we wouldn't be able to trace it later. So if they're under his power, I just have to make each of them wear the ring. That will snap them out of it. And if they're not under his power, you will have alerted them. And if they're not under his power, you will have alerted them to the fact that you know one of them is a traitor. They may do something drastic. Fuck. This information is your upper hand right now. Don't risk squandering it. We can release them from his power by killing Johann also. Yeah, that's true. Don't trust your brigadiers, not even Davis. It could be any of them. It's even more imperative we take out Johann without them knowing now. I have his location in India. One of my faculty found him. They did? Are you sure? It's a large factory. The perfect cover to bring in hundreds of workers who never leave. Good. Then we'll take him out as planned. But what the hell am I going to do about this fucking traitor? I don't know how to root out some fucking scumbag. My mom could have done it. She had a million tricks for situations like this one. That's how no one could ever pull anything over on her. She was too smart, too clever. His voice cracks once more. I need her. Let's destroy Johann. Then you can see to the traitor. It may even just solve the problem on its own if they were under Johann's power. Put all your focus on the mission for now. Yeah, I will. We have to get him this time. Don't worry, Dusty. He looks at me with clear, wide eyes. I'm here for you. Dalton selected 6 men for our battalion the next day. We left for the airship immediately. No questions asked, no answers given. The briefing didn't start until our plane bound for India had taken off. I still really want to eat these croissants that are on the table. Such a nice looking plane too. Damn, looks pretty roomy. Looks nice. Dalton. We have Johann's location. He's at a textile factory on the west coast of India. Satellite images show him in the area as recently as 2 days ago. We're making a strike? There's no drills? We had to do this on the down low. Johann's got his tendrils into the organization. He's always one step ahead of us. There are murmurs of agreement among the soldiers. I have a relic on me that neutralizes Johan's main weapon, his fire magic. As long as I'm in the vicinity, he won't be able to incinerate us. He might have other powers now, though. Our best chance is to sneak in and hit him before he has time to react. Thalos will do reconnaissance in his mist form. We will be taking position in an indoor parking lot a quarter-mile east of the target. Once Thalos gives us his report, we'll formulate a strike plan and execute it. I got blueprints. If there are no questions, then let's go over the layout of the factory. A young soldier raises his hand. So Thalos is with us? He's going to use his powers and help us on the mission? Correct. Thalos is on our side. He doesn't have to be guarded. We trust him? Yes, we trust him. Well, that's great. I'm glad we can trust you. It's about time we had a vamp on our side. The others respond positively to his words with smiles and nods. I see why Dalton chose these 6 women and men specifically. Is he part of Jaegerin now? Wow. You know damn well no vampire can be part of Jaegerin. I'd like to be if you could amend your charter. I want the relationship between good vampires and Jaegerin to change. There's no reason for us to be enemies any longer. That's so cool. Enough. This is a one-time thing. Johan's killed dozens of us, including Deborah, our fucking leader. The young soldier's smile erases and the others stiffen. We have to work with Thalos to take this monster out. It's a means to an end. Nothing's changing. I'll prove myself worthy of your trust, General. I already fucking trust you, vamp. That doesn't mean I gotta like you. A few of the soldiers crack smiles. I let the matter drop. Things will change no matter how Dalton protests. The seeds have already been sown in an amorous bed. Amorous, huh? Does that mean what I think it means? Dusty may not admit this truth, but I'm certain he knows it. We arrived in Ahmedabad at noon. I became mist shortly after disembarking as we had planned. An owl? After a brief pause to reacquaint myself with the map, I assumed my owl form and flew high the rest of the way to Johan's factory. There were 2 open-air buses on the street in front, crowded with humanity and the kind of baggage used by the poor. There was no doubt now, this was indeed Johan's hideout, and these people were lured here by the promise of work to be his next feast. I spread my mist form out several feet to become invisible and descended. The mob of mortals was being corralled inside, between loud machinery working with massive spools of cloth. There were women and children among them, even a few babies, and the stench of their bodies told me they'd come from far away. A long journey in the heat, where sweat grew caked and fetid. They were weary, too weary to give much of a fight. Workers led them into the factory's cellar, where there were benches to accommodate 100 people. The place had been cleaned recently, but I still could sense the blood past the scent of bleach. It clogged the lines of the floor tiles and stained the feet of the benches. They must have been told to settle in because they placed their belongings on the floor and a few spoke to each other. Several workers got them water. They took turns using the bathrooms to relieve themselves and wash their faces. Then the workers left. I watched them as they bolted the only exit behind them. If I had a breath in this form, it would have been stuck in my throat. How could I save them? What could I do? Our team couldn't act so quickly. The Adventures of Phallos continues. Oh, you just missed it. We had some more spicy time. It was over kind of quick, though. It was just a quickie. My mission was reconnaissance, not rescue, but all these people, the children, the infants. Was there any way for me to destroy Johan on my own? Did I dare compromise the mission to try? But with what weapon? I felt sick. How can I save these poor forsaken people? I wouldn't say I missed it, LOL. End chapter 3 of 4. Keep playing for the prologue. You got lucky I wasn't here to take the piss out of it. I guess so, yeah. We had a moment of peace. A peaceful, loving moment between Thalos and Dusty. Keep playing for the prologue to chapter 4? Or is it going to be another, like, outside of the story prologue? Oh, it is. Williams. Deep breath. Hmm. Scoundrel. Okay, this is back when Thalos still dressed like this. Scoundrel. Gah. Good lord, man, what are you playing at? You dare hunt on my school grounds under my very nose, I'll kill you. Stop, you fool. I'm not hunting, I was taking my evening constitutional. I already fed on one of your willing students earlier. What? Ask Luca if you don't believe me. You fed on a student? And why wouldn't I? I'm paying a mint for my familiar to attend here. Oh. Jeb is a student here? Not Jebediah. He died years ago. I'm talking about Priscilla. She's only 19. I wanted her to get her education. Oh, I didn't realize. So you just attacked me like a madman? What was I to think? You're not part of my sect. It's late. You're walking near the dormitories. I wouldn't disrespect a fellow vampire in such a manner. We all know this is your university. Honestly, man, use your head. I apologize, Frederick. Okay, his name is Frederick Williams, I guess? LOL, I'll try to be nice tonight. Sorry, was making noms. We have the best kitty in the world. Is Morrigan, like, cuddling with you? Ugh. Okay. I apologize, Frederick. Apology accepted, but only because of the delightful meal I had earlier. If not for him, I might withdraw Priscilla just out of spite. I didn't know you were feeding on willing mortals. I thought... It's obvious what you thought. Truth be told, I haven't killed in 7 years. Really? You should exit your bubble sometime, Strix. You've no idea of the change going on outside your own sect, despite being the catalyst for it all. It's true. I went into a slumber shortly after the university opened. I would have rested for 100 years, but Luca roused me. For God's sake, why the slumber? This school is your crowning achievement. She's laying in her princess bed, snuggling my hand. Aww. That's adorable. My kitties are both curled up on my bed. Caramel is sleeping and Toffee is taking a bath. It's bath time for Toffee. So cute. She had a leopard print little princess kitty bed and she keeps snuggling my hand, her head, and bunting it. Aw. That's adorable. Thank you. I'm not trying to flatter you, it's simple fact. Why withdraw when you should be celebrating your success? I won't bore you, but this success came with ramifications. Dear God, you're a bore either way. What are you even talking about? Jägerin hasn't made a move against you. 60 years open and not a single raid. They know you're here, don't doubt that. Just now, as I was walking, I drew in a breath of fresh night air and I exhaled a sweet sigh of relief. Here on this very campus, I'm able to go out into the night freely. What else could I do? Where else could I do that nowadays? Anywhere else in Jägerin makes the same assumption as you had, that I'm on the hunt, except I don't get to survive an attack from one of them. This school is positively brilliant. I swear only a sentimental fool like yourself would be brooding about it. Perhaps so. Jägerin ignores us because we're not killing these students. We're not turning any of them into vampires. Precisely. I didn't spare them for practical reasons, Frederick. I've rejected the curse. I've made every member of my sect reject it also. I am no longer evil. So I've heard. Now her and Zoe are sharing food. Aww. What food is it? So I've heard. I laughed when I got word of this change about you. I'm not laughing anymore. It was genius. Why risk our hearts hunting when you can just round up a school of mortals and ask for permission to drink from them? Ha ha ha. At this rate, man and vampire will live together in peace in a matter of decades. Can you imagine? I imagine, I dream, but I don't get any solace from those dreams, not from anything. Repulsive bore. I've heard about that too. A vampire feeling guilt for all the people he's had to kill. Heh. If you didn't accidentally make something incredible here, I think we'd destroy you for being so ridiculous. You can't destroy me, believe me, I've tried. Velveeta Cheeseburger Mac. Sounds delicious. Do you think the wolf cries over the fallen lamb, Strix? Don't proselytize. My faculty is better at it than you. It doesn't move me. Well, it's as I've said. Word is spread throughout the continents about your university with willing mortals to feed on. Vamps are awakening into a new age, one of buying blood rather than risking one's life to drain a victim dry. You've shown us options we should have seen all along, especially with these accursed hunters. Who better to spark change than the original vampire, eh? Our kind didn't know that evil was a choice. We never considered rejecting the curse. Do stop, you sound so foolish. Being good or evil is for philosophers to debate. This is a matter of practicality. You sound like Luca. She's a smart woman, the perfect headmistress for Tabula Rasa. She's letting vamps like me into the school even though I'm not part of your sect. That's the proselytizing, Strix, dear. With every freely offered neck, she converts us. If I can get all the vampires in existence to cease killing, it might begin to ebb my guilt, perhaps over centuries. I say this even while knowing it isn't true. Time alone can't cure my pain. Yes, fuck your guilt, you bore. Still, I'll capitalize off of it if you'll let me. We need more than a blood university in the New World. We need places to go where there are more mortals willing to feed us. We have the money. These peasants could use the income. Like tea houses, but with blood. Sounds like a good industry for you, Frederick. I'm a financier, not an entrepreneur. You do it if you really want to convert the vampire masses. But not tea houses. God, how droll. I'll take damnation all over again before I drink blood from a cup. Those naked necks, Strix, that's what vampires crave. Give us a place where we can enjoy the intimacy that comes from sucking straight off a vein. Let me lie above a willing man, one who's completely at repose without the need for bewitchment. His shirt open, his neck craned to grant me access. He'll make a little wince as I bite, but won't pull away. Perhaps he'll even cling to me. Sounds sensual. Well, when you're not killing them, you open the door for sensuality. It stops being brutal and horrifying. That man Luca let me have today, that was tender. The way he smiled at me afterward, divine. Let me enjoy that sacred intimacy with the mortals who let me feed on them. Give me privacy where we can talk soft whispers, no gentle and chaste caresses. I'd pay a fortune to have that exquisite luxury even once a week. That's something I found quite strange and wonderful, Frederick. I thought mortals would be terrified and in agony as we fed, but no. Every single one has enjoyed it. There's magic shared through our bite. It never had the chance to flourish past the violence we once inflicted upon them. We deprived ourselves of something magnificent because of that fucking curse. It's as if the divine wanted us to be fed by them. Why else would it be so lovely? I'm certain that's true. My eyes have been opened to so many truths. Like you gay men and the pleasure of the prostate. Like you gay men and the pleasure of the prostate. You're being crass. Hear me out, dear boy. I'm not condemning you. Why would anal sex be so pleasurable for men if we were not meant to do it? It's another typo, but he has a point. Why would being fed on be so pleasurable for mortals if they were not meant to feed us? Perhaps a blood brothel. Ha, perfect, yes. Let us have as much privacy as we would with a courtesan, except nothing lewd happens. Feeding is elevated above such licentiousness? Licentiousness? I don't even care anymore. No woman would have to be ashamed. No man who prefers women exclusively would need to fear his masculinity being challenged. Even if they're being penetrated, the act is not sexual. The pleasure is in the heart and mind, not the loins. Make these blood brothels, Strix. I could fund a dozen or more. I've already a mental list of investors. You'd have every cent you needed. We can't call them brothels. Inns would be more respectable. Hotels. Yes, that would do nicely as well. blood hotels. Perfect. Start with one right here in Manhattan. I keep forgetting they're in New York. I think I shall. Then all the cities of Europe, every place where there's a vampire population. We all have money. No one would risk their hearts if there were eateries available. Just think of it. Our population is thin in many parts of the old world. Thinned by our enemies, we could have been as prolific as mortals if not. What a heinous thought. There's more than just the building to be considered, Frederick. Like this school, if such places are to flourish, they must be continually financed. Make them regular hotels as well. Serve the mortals and the vamps. That will be your front, if you will. There's always a need for accommodations in the large cities. I've sparked your interest. I know I have. Get on with it and do it then. Cease being such an insufferable bore. This is worthy purpose. I needed that. After the school was opened, I had nothing to drive me, only anguish. You set me on another mission, something that could keep the anguish at bay for a time. God damn, you're a sentimental idiot. But you do get things done. No one can doubt your influence on the undead. Blood hotels, Strix, in every major city on Earth. That ought to keep your doldrums away for 100 years, maybe 200. I'm determined to open the Manhattan Blood Hotel, but that's all for now. I can't abide anything further with the weight of my crimes pressing on me. Once that's finished, then I have no choice. And that's how the Blood Hotel started. That's kind of cool. I must surrender myself to Jaeger and accept whatever punishments they deem fit, no matter how terrible they might be. Chapter 3, end. Oh, I finished it. Chapter 4. Here we go, lads. It's time. Are you fucking hyped? I'm fucking hyped. This is the thrilling conclusion, I'm sure of it. My homicidal maniac is of a peculiar kind. I'll have to invent a new classification for him and call him a zoophagous, life-eating maniac. What he desires is to absorb as many lives as he can, and he has laid himself out to achieve it in a cumulative way. Oh, that was hard. That was a lot to read in such a short time. Chapter 4, another achievement. I love getting achievements. This is great. The locking of the doors told me his feast was starting soon. I drifted up from the cellar, desperate to find some way to cause a delay. I began a sweep of the factory while keeping the floor plan in mind. A pipe. Oh ho ho, a pipe. A pipe. I'm sorry. Only one giant spooling machine was working in earnest on the factory floor. It was the thinnest attempt to maintain a front of industry. I drifted up metal stairs to an office that overlooked the open floor below. There I saw 3 men. They had the shapes of holstered guns under their Punjabi suits. One of them drank blood from a thermos. I realized that all 3 had the aura of vampires. It was then that I heard faint classical music. Schubert, still Johann's favorite after all this time. I followed the noise. Halfway up a stairwell, I saw the open door of his apartment. Johann was there with his back to me. I dared not spy on him. Who knows how sensitive he's become with all the blood he's consumed. Besides, I sensed something coming from the rooftop, an odor like charred flesh. Please no. Oh yeah, it's Kuyo. Damn, oh God. It was as I feared. Kuyo, my poor friend, what had he done to you? I'm in agony. I want so desperately to free him. There was no worse torture I could have imagined. For a moment I forsook the mission, forsook everything. I just had to get my friend free. No, you can't. Even if you were willing to throw everything away, you couldn't take him out of there. There were still shards of sunlight in the sky. He would have incinerated completely instead of slowly and tortuously under a shroud. It took far too long for me to collect myself. Destroy Johann, end it all. That's what mattered. You can save Kuyo, save those lives in the cellar if you could just stay focused on your goal. You have to. I had to leave him. I had no choice. I flew back to the indoor parking lot that was our makeshift headquarters. Damn him. I know, but we will save him. We have to. We'll put that vamp out of his misery one way or another. No, I swore I wouldn't betray my friend. I put it aside for now, but when the moment comes, I will not let them destroy him. Wait, what? Let them destroy Kuyo? I'm confused. I'm a little confused. Oh, I should probably save. Save. Save over the spicy scene. I should just save over. Like, I don't know why this is still a save. Maybe I should have saved for each chapter, but it's too late. We've already come this far. I will not let them destroy him. I'm more worried about those innocent people in the cellar. Of course you are, you bigot. Never mind that Kuyo is just as innocent as any of them. No one is killing Kuyo. Oh, okay. I think Dalton said something about killing Kuyo. And they're both like, no, we're not going to do that. No one is killing Kuyo. I'm in charge and that's an order. Yes, sir. Thank heavens for Dusty. Lay out the blueprints before my memory fades. We need a diversion. Cutting the power will do it. May buy us the time we need to save those innocents. Won't that tip off Johan? Nope. Power outages must be common around here. You see the shit wiring everywhere. Then I'll have a backup generator. Yes, I saw one on the factory floor. It's large and ancient. It won't be too out of the ordinary for it to suddenly break. So first I'll float up to the transformer on the street and short it out. Won't that electrocute you? Then I can damage the generator suitably to shut it off. Even if the thing's old, a power outage and the generator going out will put Johan on alert. True, but he won't see us coming in the dark and he doesn't know we've nixed his firepower. By the time he gets his head straight, we'll be on top of him. Soldiers not around us. You have night vision goggles? Packed and ready. Get them on. Get them on. Once we see the lights go out, we make our move. I mark places on the blueprints with a pen. I found blind spots outside. 3 of you can hide here, 2 here, and the rest here. It's not as close as I'd like, but any closer and a camera will see you. The other problem is the guards. There are 3 vampires with guns in an office over the factory floor. I doubt that's the extent of Johan's security. More guards will show up once it gets dark. Some may be human. Take care not to strike indiscriminately. No one responds, and I notice furtive glances being exchanged. Must take care not to kill any mortals. Thalos, we can't afford to be selective when we strike. They're going to be out to kill us regardless. But they'll likely be under Johan's power. Doesn't matter. Everyone gets a micro stake to their heart. Collateral damage happens, and in this case, it's affordable. We're killing Johan at any cost. It'll save a hell of a lot more lives than whatever we have to dispatch here. Well, that sucks. I understand. Wow, ironic. The vampire cares more about human life than we do. There are titters of nervous laughter at the comment, betraying the anxiety these men must feel. I sympathize, but I can find no humor in this situation. My thoughts go to Randy and Sarah. Both their lives were extinguished so easily by our enemy. In less than a moment, we'd suffered the worst possible catastrophe. My greatest fear was for Dusty's safety. If I lost him here, no, don't think about it. Dalton was my second concern. Dusty had lost his mother, or so he believed. I would make certain he didn't lose the man he considered his father. That was unfair to the rest of these heroes. I couldn't vouch for the safety of them all. I only prayed the strike would be quick and effective with the collateral Dalton mentioned at a minimum. The sun's gone down. Get suited up. You all know the objective. Destroy Johan at any cost. Yes, sir! And then we must free Kuyo and the mortals in the cellar. None of that happens if we don't get Johan. I give a solemn nod. I'm glad you're on our side now. The man who said this was young and earnest. I like to think he represented the future of Jaegerin, one where soldiers and noble vampires could work together for the good of all. Aw, he smiled. Smiling! Cute! At least I could dream. As I floated up to the transformer on the street, my anxiety reached its pinnacle. Were we really going to do this? Could I truly put my beloved in such danger? Mortals were so fragile and easily killed. I took my invulnerability for granted after all these eons, but Dusty, he could be squashed as easily as a mosquito. These high-stakes war games struck me with unfathomable dread. Yet I must continue. There's no other choice. Johann would not gain a benefit due to my cowardice. Gah! I'm always shocked when I suffer pain in this form. In a sense, I did know vulnerability. I had the nerve endings of a mortal body, no matter if I were disembodied. But my suffering is inconvenient. I must press on through it. I forced my tremulous mist to launch through the drafty front entrance. The ancient generator started with a loud clang and the factory lights came back on. I drift as fast as I can to the generator. As I cross the floor, I see that the men who'd been attending to the giant spool had left. Good, they had to be human since they worked in sunlight. That left fewer lives to be indiscriminately mown down. I get inside the generator, but I'm at once addled by the arcane turbines and tubing. No, moisture alone won't damage this behemoth's suitability. I get out, take my human form, and simply shut it off. The result is pitch blackness, exactly what we wanted. Vampires have heightened senses, it's true, but even my vampiric sight shows nothing but muted blue shadows. Still, I can hear the quiet footfalls of the battalion. The game had begun. The 3 vampire guards exit the top office slowly and with relaxed faces. They've no idea it's a strike, until the one leading them out is dusted. I'm always amazed at the efficiency of Jägerin soldiers. Their crossbows never miss, and there's hardly a stake wasted. The other 2 are dusted before they can draw their pistols. Everything was still so quiet. They'd not even had a chance to scream. Jägerin's finest were terrifying, including my own Dusty, who dispatched the second man with a perfect shot. I shouldn't have underestimated him. Even with enhanced vampire hearing, Johann wouldn't have been alerted to the disturbance. It was only when Dusty led the charge up the stairwell that he must have realized this was an attack. I took my human form and made certain to shield Dusty from any projectiles while still being nimble enough not to get in his way. Things were now at their most dangerous. The apartment door was only open a crack now, but the men still kicked it open violently enough to splinter it. A woman screamed from the back of the apartment. The troops raced for her, and I feared she might just be a diversion. Oh, it's Mohini, that's her name. Stop! Don't hurt me, please! I'm under his power! Where is he? Forgive me! She grabs a walkie-talkie from her terminal. Master, your enemies are here. They're raiding the... He's already in the cellar. Some of you guard her. Dusty, lead us down. 2 of you stay on her, the rest with me. We'd lost the element of surprise, but still managed to kill the guards at the cellar door. Was Johann too engrossed in his feast to even warn them? The stench of blood that wafts up from the cellar gives me my answer. We rumble down the metal stairs. Once again, I place myself between Dusty and any danger. Oh shit! He'd become more terrible than I could have imagined. Microstakes bounce off his chest. Oh shit. Wow. This is so thrilling. I'm on the edge of my seat. You have robbed me of my firepower, I see. No matter, I am nothing if not without tricks. Oh shit. What are those? Flies? Get back! Close the door! The bugs are a terrifying nuisance. I feared they'd flay the men's flesh, but they're no more dangerous than average locusts. Still, it gives Johann the diversion he needs. He turns into a bat and races past us. I take my smaller owl form to pursue him. The soldiers are too slow. We're in the stairwell leading to the rooftop in an instant. Mohini, I order you to follow me! I thought there were soldiers with Mohini to stop her. On the roof, he takes his half-mortal form. I attack, desperate to keep him from escaping, but we've gotten too far from Dusty now. And he lights me on fire. Aye! Oh, there was a fire sound effect. Did you hear it? Probably not. I was screaming. You forced me to bring Armageddon sooner than I'd planned. Don't you see? Working with the mortals just hastens their destruction. You are to blame for what happens next, Thalos. You and you alone. I put out the flames and attack him in my human form. He can't be stronger than me. I won't believe it, but he throws me with such little effort. As he takes off, I grab his foot. What a fool I am. He simply douses me with more excruciating fire. I shall punish Dusty for your crimes, Thalos. Oh, what creative tortures I have planned for him. He's aloft, though. Through my blurring vision, I watch him shrink to nothing and disappear. The men have caught up now, but he's already out of range. We failed. Shit. He looks pretty good for being a flamethrower. I tried to stop him. There was nothing I could do. We didn't know he'd become immune to stakes. We landed about 3 of them perfectly. It was useless. He's not immune. His flesh became too tough for the stakes to penetrate, and he wore protective armor. If you can get more powerful crossbows, silver-tipped stakes. Right. He was so fast. We got no casualties on our end, and we've shut down another one of his hideouts. That's a win in my book. How can you say this? He's right, Thalos. This is progress. We dusted 5 vamps in the raid, too. I let him escape. Don't feel bad, you were great. This is my youthful cheerleader once more. Even he can't lift me from my disappointment. He killed about 12 people down there, but the rest we've saved. That's 88 lives. This gets through to me. He was right. I wish we could have saved them all, but still, it was something. All the relics are in his apartment. He couldn't have taken that many. He couldn't have taken that many of them with him. True. He had his fire magic and perhaps the bug power. Nothing else potent enough for us to fear now. And we got Kuyo away from him. Yes, at least there's that. The murdering of the 5 vampires is not part of the victory. They may have been coerced or confused. Their immortal existences didn't need to be erased. We've all done foolish things throughout the eons. They could have been redeemed. But thinking about this is fruitless. I was aiding Jaeger, and what did I expect? We'll deal with the monk last. I'm calling headquarters to bring in a clearing team. We'll say Johann was a serial killer. We'll get the victims home and far from here so local authorities aren't called. I'm on it, General. How are we going to find him again? These last 2 times were pure luck. Our only hope is his familiar. Why are you bringing her up here? She could jump. She's gone wild. We can barely hold her. Johann ordered her to follow him. Where? Where are you going? Ah! I can't tell you even though I want to. I know he's a monster. I beg you to destroy him. I can't hold her. Fuck, how is she so strong? Should we let her go and follow her? No, she may lead us into a trap. If we don't knock her out, she's gonna rip herself free. Ah! Don't let me go back to him! There's only one answer. I become instantly aware that Dusty has removed the ring. Our sacred connection returns as potent as ever. Put this on her finger. It will free her from Johann's power. Oh shit. That's really selfless of him. Damn. Help me! Everyone assist Reynolds. You get that ring on her. Thank you. It worked. Unbind her. She's a civilian. Thank you. Oh, thank you. I had no control. It has been a nightmare. She sobs quietly for several moments. I don't dare conceive of what she's been through. Where did he go? No, I'm sorry. I'm a trap for you, as you rightly suspected. I'm to lead you into a minefield in Pakistan. It will look like I'm headed to Cliffside Mountains. I know the safe path to take. Anyone who follows me will set off a chain reaction of explosions. Damn it. I suspected as much. He's always one step ahead of us, Dusty, like he said on the phone. Then how are we ever going to destroy him? Oh, his number will come up. There's probably nowhere left for him to hide. He had to run out of here like a dog without even a chance to pack his shit. He knows he won't get so lucky the next time. Do you have any idea where he might go next? I'm sorry, he wouldn't trust me. I only know he was angry that you had raided his factory in Jakarta. He said this was the only place he had left where he could feast. He cursed you over and over. See? He might have been deliberately misleading her, but then how many more factories could he have? Likely he had a main base and one backup. The infrastructure to create a place where he can kill 100 people a night is near impossible to create. He has to go to developing nations with large populations and easily exploited poor people. Large nations where people can be displaced from their homes like migrants seeking work. Jakarta had the island and Indian migrants. India has the slums. His 2 ideal places are gone. I doubt he'd have a third. This is all speculation and it could be bullshit. But Commander, Thalos has insight because he's a vampire too. I give a nod of thanks to my red-headed cheerleader. Cheerleader. Such a cute way of referring to someone. Johan and I are both well-traveled. He has very specific needs to satisfy. We could narrow down the last places that would suit him. Please tell the authorities. Let this go on the news. He could go to another factory in Mumbai or Chennai and continue just as he had here. But if word spreads, you could stop him from persecuting more Indians. We have to say he's a human trafficker, Mohini, for obvious reasons. I know. You can say he trafficked in human organs. This is not unheard of. We'll set you up with our clearing team. You could be a big help. Let me help the people in the cellar. I know their language. Did you save them? You got 12 of them. That is a triumph. Do you understand? I've seen him kill so many, and yet tonight you've saved most of them. Take her downstairs. Yes, sir. What are they gonna do now that Dusty doesn't have the ring, though? That's dangerous. Now Johan can control Dusty. I think it's really funny that they named him Dusty, by the way. The irony is not lost on me. Because they dust vampires all the time. They named him Dusty. That's so fun. It's like naming a kid Swiffer, or like you were made for one purpose. Little Swiffer. Dusty. It's like the name you would give to your vacuum cleaner. Anyway. The rest of you go with her. Get things ready for the clearing team. He's not enthralled to Johan. Well, not yet, but Johan could. If he got his hands on Dusty. And that other vampire, Amanda something, Blanche, she like was able to control him because he had the ring off. Because vampires have that, like, remember way back in the beginning, Thalos like looked him in the eyes and was like, don't be afraid, or like, you know, be calm, and he was calm. They have like a power to order people or like put them in a trance, and I think that's what happens. So now Johan can put Dusty in a trance if they meet again, but I don't know. I'm hoping Thalos will protect him. The rest of you go with her. Get things ready for the clearing team. Yes, sir. The rooftop clears out and it's only the 3 of us left. When things get settled, we'll make sure we can bind her in chains and then get you your ring back. No. Yes. She's going to go crazy without it, and I don't need it anymore. Yes you do. The hell you don't. Yeah, I'm kind of siding with Dalton on this one. Dalton, shut up. No, listen to me. I hear his teeth grit. She'll be free of Johan after we destroy him. Then Dusty can get the ring back. Alright, that's reasonable. He snuffles. I beg your pardon, Strix. I thought you were going to spew some bullshit, quite frankly. My pardon is granted. I took Dusty as my familiar by accident and against his will. I want him to have the ring. Without it, he's constantly questioning his thoughts and emotions. Can you understand how hurtful that is to me? Okay, now you're veering into the bullshit zone I mentioned. No, he's right, but it's different now. I feel the same way about Thalos with or without the ring. It doesn't change anything. I won't manipulate him, Dalton. I love him. But Daddy, I love him! You saying if we ordered a strike against your school, you wouldn't order him to call it off, huh? Because that's a fucking lie. You wouldn't have to call it off because I'm not going to do that. We went through this, Dusty. You don't get to tell me how to run Yagran or whether or not I get to be with Thalos. All he's done is prove himself to us. None of that means anything to you, but it means everything to me. I've made my choice, and either you can accept that or you can just disown me. Either way, it was my choice to make, not yours. I'm not a kid anymore. I'm putting a pin on this because we've got bigger things to take care of, but you can be damn sure we'll be getting back to it. This discussion ain't over. It doesn't matter. You can't control me any more than Thalos could when I had the ring. For fuck's sake. Dalton was right to put this aside. It's a battle we shouldn't contend with while Johan still runs free. Of course, my heart buoys at Dusty's words, but the happiness is curtailed by his conflict with his father. I step toward the sunrooms and clear my throat loudly. Will one of you spare some blood for Kuyo so that he can heal from Johan's torture? I will. Dalton. Kuyo! Kuyo, it's Thalos. We've come to rescue you. He turned his head up towards us, but to my horror, his eyes had disintegrated. Oh shit. Oh god. Ow. I break open the cage. Dusty goes in. He cuts his wrist deeply enough to concern me and lets his blood pour over Kuyo's body. Muscle and tissue regrows. In moments, Kuyo transforms from a hideous nightmare to the man he once was. I catch Dusty's wrist and heal him before the blood loss grows dire. It's so wonderful to see you, my friend. Emotion uncorks inside of me. Blood tears spill and my throat grows so tight I can hardly speak. I'm so sorry. The pain engulfing me nearly takes me off my feet. I destroyed Kuyo once more and in a far more catastrophic way than I had the first time. My brothers from the monastery. Johan released them from this world, didn't he? That's it. I crumble to the ground, overcome by my sobs. There was just the tiniest bit of emotion betraying Kuyo's voice, the slightest intonation of sorrow, and that said it all. I couldn't bear it. Has Johan been destroyed? No, I'm sorry. He got away. But you will destroy him, won't you, Thalos? Will you swear that to me? I'm a sobbing, trembling mess on the floor, but I manage to choke out the words. I swear it. Kuyo smiles his beautiful smile, even while his eyes are glazed with tears. I shall entrust you with that task, my friend, and in doing so I am relieved of my obligation to the divine. My life's mission is complete. It is time for me to join my brethren. What? Dusty, I see you have a crossbow ready to grant me my reward. No, no, no! Dusty's crying! I'm gonna cry too! What the fuck, Kuyo? No. I don't want to kill you, Kuyo. Forgive me for placing this burden on you, my friend. Live, Kuyo. I beg you, give me a chance to return everything I've taken from you. If I did so, Thalos, I would be living for you and not for myself. You must not be greedy with my life. I crave peace now. If you truly consider yourself beholden to me, then you must abide my 3 requests. First, I ask for an end to my journey on this world. Second, I request you to destroy Johan and bring an end to both his pain and that pain which he causes others. And third, collect my dust and spread it on Terra Island. That is where my essence is meant to dwell for all eternity. You were right about him. Kuyo is a noble vampire. You have my respect, sir, and your wishes will be honored. Oh God. If you can't do it, Dusty, I will. With respect, I am requesting that Dusty stake my heart. I'm momentarily distracted from my anguish. Dusty's tears are less fervent than my own, but still present. I can't accept either of these men's suffering. Forgive me if I ask for something difficult, but I wish for Jaegeren's leader to be the one to free me from this existence. I have great respect for your organization, and I crave the honor of being ended by your leader. I suppose it's my turn to be selfish about this. I consider you my friend, Dusty, as well as the leader of this honorable group. Death by your hand will ensure my soul knows peace. Give me a moment alone with him. No, my friend, we must say goodbye now. Do not attempt to diminish my conviction. It is my fate to die here by Dusty's hand. Let me go to the next world unburdened by the grief you carry. What? What about my burden? Deposit my ashes on Terra. Kill Johan. Then your debt to me will be paid. Goodbye, my dearest friend. Never stray from the path of righteousness. You swear this once again, don't you? I swear it. Now, Dusty, if you please. I was going to protest on Dusty's behalf now. This was my fault, my trauma to bear. Dusty shouldn't have to share any of it. But he was lifting the crossbow, aiming carefully. And Kuyo closed his eyes. Damn. Goodbye, my dear friend. I found an ornate jar with a lid in Johann's apartment and collected Kuyo's dust with incredible care. Below, the soldiers kept Johann's surviving victims calm while awaiting the rest of Jaegerin's operatives. The clearing team that had been alluded to arrived the next afternoon, led by Brigadier Davis. She yelled at both Dalton and Dusty, demanding they report into Harrison. Dusty was too exhausted to respond to her with indignation. Dalton was not. My instinct was to fly off that rooftop with Kuyo's dust clasped firmly to my chest. For Dusty's sake, I called a car instead. Dalton, Dusty, and I extricated ourselves from the situation, leaving Brigadier Davis irate and in charge. We booked a private charter to New York using my connections to remain off Jaegerin's radar a bit longer. For the first several hours we slept. Exhaustion, particularly the emotional kind in my case, had overwhelmed us. When I was next roused, I saw Dusty in my mind's eye. He called out to me telepathically. Are you all right, my love? I'm sorry about Kuyo. He was suffering and there was nothing left for him. He lost his home, his relics, his brothers at the monastery. He couldn't go on. My heart is broken. I sent him from this world in the most hideous way. But it's for his sake that we must press on. We must accomplish our mission. I still regret that he made you kill him. It was what he wanted. I was just glad I was strong enough to do it. My hand was shaking. I didn't think I could. It's my greatest nightmare to have to put down someone close to me because they became a vampire. Kuyo was hard, painful, but I gave him what he wanted. I just hope I never have to go through that again. Oh, Deborah, don't you dare request the same honor from him. I just want to forget about things for a while. Go home, rest, try not to think about any of this and just decompress from everything we've been through. But the second we get back, they'll be on me like wild dogs. There's no resting, no recuperating, just pure hell. LOL, his mom better start running. He's not gonna kill his mom. It's fine. Everything will work out, probably. I hope. Maybe. Just pure hell. Harrison and Martinez know everything now. We'll never get away with another vigilante mission like this. It was our one chance and we didn't get it done. Each word is like a knife to my chest. I remain strong for Dusty's sake. Davis, Harrison, and Martinez, they lack respect for you. They won't accept you're in charge, but that's the reality. You command Jaegerin now. They should have no authority over you. They'll use this mission against me. We failed and they'll twist everything around. They'll make it sound like I'm crazy and drag Dalton down too. This wasn't a complete failure. You saved lives, retrieved most of the relics, and forced Johann to go on the run. It doesn't matter what good we did. They'll say that if we hadn't gone rogue and had sent in a huge squadron, we would have killed him. Never mind that they were refusing to do anything. They tied our hands and we had no choice, but they'll claim otherwise. Perhaps it was the emotional exhaustion, seeing my best friend die, losing Johann when we were so close, or any of those things, but I was seething with anger now. With all we had against us, we had to endure the dysfunction of this group as well. I was at my limit. Your brigadiers need to be eliminated. I see that Dusty has reached his limit also. He doesn't chide me, so I continue. We know for certain at least one of them is a traitor who hastened your mother's death. Regardless of who that might be, they are all traitorous in their actions, disrespectful, insubordinate. Who knows what they've already said to each other through email? This mission showed us that no small battalion can eradicate Johann. We need the full brunt of Jaegerin's power, and yet the group is divided by petty infighting. Without a united front, they'll never succeed. Will never succeed. I'm tired of fighting two battles. We are both tired, period. Long moments of silence passed between us, as heavy as a rail car of anvils. Finally, Dusty's astral form looks towards me. What are you suggesting? Truthfully, I don't know. I'd be lying if I said I hadn't thought about killing Harrison and or Martinez. Talos. But I've also considered something less extreme. I could put each of them into a trance, expose the traitor, and force them to admit the goals of their machinations. And what about when they snap out of it? I've also thought about placing Harrison under my power. Jesus. If only... If only that could be done temporarily. I can't abide having so deep a connection with such a repulsive man. There's nothing you can do. You're not killing anyone. I'm not going to be that kind of leader for Jaegerin. I owe it to my mother and you owe it to Kuyo. I'm stricken. I can only consider doing evil if I completely voided Kuyo from my mind. Betraying him even by a thought disgraces me. Putting them in trances is just insane. Forget about it. That would justify an all-out mutiny. I'd probably get killed. And I don't want to be familiar brothers with fucking Harrison. What you and I have is monogamous. I don't always have a sexual relationship with my familiars. This is true, but that's only because a few of the best candidates happen to be women, and I'm not attracted to that gender. You're not allowed to drink from anyone else either. Aww. Excuse me? When I'm not under Jaegerin's thumb, I drink a pint a day. No one mortal could be my feeder. I didn't know that. What the hell? I need to eat like anyone else. Fine, you can drink from other people, but you're not allowed to get into it. Dusty. Whatever, forget it. I'm going back to sleep. We're parting ways for now. No, we're not. I know you wish to shackle me and lock me in a cage, Dalton. Listen, you fucking vamp. You claim to love Dusty, don't you? That's what he needs now. A show of force, a trophy. You need to be locked up and neutered. Neutered? You. Why? No. That hasn't granted him any advantage so far. If anything, it's an advantage to his enemies. You'd prevent me from protecting him. Give me your wrists. I'm leaving. There's no way you can stop me. When will I see you again? Tonight. He said that telepathically. Dusty nods at my telepathic message. Oh. Dusty nods at my telepathic message. No matter how dire things are, you must take some time to rest. We don't know where he's gone. There's nothing more we can do right now. Promise me you'll take some time to lock out the noise at Jaegerin and let your body and mind recuperate. Recuperate with me. I smile. Tonight. I'll continue to hunt for leads with my people. I smell bacon? What, you just float in here whenever you feel like it? Have you been cooking? That food no longer sustains you. Save it, it still tastes good, and now that I'm dead, I don't have to worry about my cholesterol. Now that I'm dead, I don't have to worry about my cholesterol. That's so great. I wish I didn't have to worry about that. Oh my god. I kind of like Deborah now. Dude, Deborah's cool. Luca's out. You're not here to see me, right? I am, actually. No, you aren't actually. You and me aren't pals. I assure you, I only wish to discuss business. Grumbles. She retreats to the kitchen to eat her pile of bacon, but leaves the door open. Jaegerin is in shambles without you. Yeah, I'm touched. I'm being sincere. Dusty has no power. We had to sneak away with a vigilante team just to go on a mission. The Brigadiers thwart every order Dusty or Dalton tries to give. This causes her to look toward me. Small progress, but at least something. What are you talking about? The whole organization was in chaos after you died. Didn't Luca tell you? She tried to show me some hacked emails. I was too annoyed that you'd broken into our network to read any. She turns away again. Besides, I'm not part of that world anymore. Hearing about the organization is painful. Dusty needs you, desperately. If you won't take action, at least give me some guidance. Your brigadiers are on the verge of mutiny. Talk. What happened? Harrison does not acknowledge Dusty's authority. Martinez behaves as his lackey. Puh. He agrees with everything Harrison says and is more belligerent than him. When Dusty or Dalton give an order, Harrison reverses it. He insists that Dusty vote on all decisions, including the hunt for Johann. The Brigadiers are united against Dalton and Dusty. We just returned from a failed mission to destroy Johann in India. A secret battalion had to be put together. Harrison wouldn't allow Dusty to call for an attack. Martinez always agrees with Harrison. Davis seems to. What the hell do you mean Martinez always agrees with Harrison? No, scratch that. Is Dusty okay? Yes, everyone survived the mission, but Johann got away. Martinez is Harrison's yes man. When the hell did that happen? I blink. It's been like that the entire time we've been cooperating. Well, that's news to me. Harrison hates Martinez's guts. Practically the only reason we promoted Martinez was to get another brigadier against Harrison. They can't stand each other. They're thick as thieves. I assumed they'd been like that for some time. Why would they be? Martinez wants peace between good vampires and Jaegerin. Oh no, it's Martinez, isn't it? And Harrison wants to kill every vampire we find. That's not how Martinez has behaved at all. He's a sycophant to Harrison. He protested working with me to fight Johann, and he's made it clear he supports Harrison's agenda. So apparently Martinez was a kiss-ass with no real convictions. He just supports whomever he thinks is at the top. Typical. To think I used to like the guy. I felt as though my head were spinning. The man I encountered was pathetic, but without conviction. No, he was passionate to a fault. Does this mean Martinez is the traitor? If he were under Johann's power and ordered to support Harrison, then this complete change of character would make sense. But what if that assumption is wrong? What if he was merely pretending to share Deborah's convictions to advance his career? With her gone, he could finally show his true colors. I know not what to think. What would you do if you were still in charge? Me? I'd bitch slap Harrison into next week and throw a reprimandation in his face. Then I'd send him on an unpaid leave of absence for as long as I fucking felt like it. But things would have never gotten this out of control under me. I don't get how things came apart this fast under Dusty. It must be the traitor's influence. Fuck. Harrison and Martinez were against Dusty from the beginning. Dalton and Dusty have had to compromise to suppress a mutiny. My boy needs me and I can't do a fucking thing. She can, but she's not even considering the possibility of going back. I thought this would be enough, that her protective instincts would take over. What else can I do to convince her? You can advise Dusty through me. Maybe if I was a ghost I could stick around and haunt him, but I'm a vampire now and I kill vampires, even if it means killing myself. Damn it. I just wish I knew my boy was at peace before I went. Deborah, you're here for a reason. Please don't squander this opportunity with such dangerous prejudice. Dusty needs you. If you come up with any ideas for Dusty, you can get my email from Luca. Sally. Luca, I was just in with Deborah. Good, keep working on her. This is my lunch hour. I was heading home to start writing the first draft of the treaty. Why would you do that? You killed Johann, right? I shake my head solemnly. Fuck. Don't curse me, I feel terrible enough as it is. We were so close, Luca. 3 stakes were shot into his chest and he still didn't die. I tried to hold on to him, but he threw fire at me to break free from my arms. It's my fault we failed. Then Kuyo, after the death of his fellow monks and the torture he suffered in Johann's sunroom, he made Dusty kill him. And I just take pills? What? What does that mean? Caramel is licking toffee. Caramel, are you being nice? Are you being nice, Camille? It's bath time again. Bath time part 2. He made Dusty kill him. Oh, for cholesterol. Oh, that was back then. Sorry, I didn't read it soon enough. Cholesterol. Oh, fuck. Thalos, I'm sorry. He meant so much to you. He's at peace now, or he will be when I satisfy his last requests, to kill Johann and to spread his ashes on Terra Island. At least he knows he succeeded in his life's mission. You're a good vampire now. You'll always be good. For his sake above all else, yes. We underestimated Johann. If Jaeger and stakes are useless, then what chance have we got? Who the hell knew he'd gotten that powerful? Put your ear to the wall and see if you can figure out where he's fled to. I'm fairly sure he's out of the factories now. Right, I'll get on it. And try not to annoy Deborah too much. She hates you. It's mutual. Ow. The lights are low and there's soft music playing. I see Dusty in the kitchen dangling his wrist over a crystal wine glass. What? Oh? He's preparing a drink for me. The atmosphere has all the hallmarks of a seduction. Oh shit. What are you doing, Dusty? I was trying to make it romantic. Aww. Dusty! This kid. Aw, man, I like Dusty. He's cute. Yeah, exactly. You're adorable. Stop it. Wait, don't get cross. Tell me what happened with Harrison and Martinez. Nothing. I avoided them and just sent out a company-wide message saying the 6 operatives with us in India were all getting gold medals for the top secret operation. Those two haven't made a peep. They can't cancel the medals or they'd look like assholes. If they say they didn't know about the operation, everyone will wonder why we didn't feel we could trust them. You neutralized things marvelously. Hopefully, for now. I don't want to think about them. Neither do I. Oh shit. We've earned this respite, my love. I don't know if I really want this as bad as I think I do, or if taking the ring off just amplified everything. You're all I can think about. You know your feelings for me are real, even if our connection has given them a boost. Is it really so terrible to accept what you feel? I love you, Dusty. I tried to prove I was worthy of you. You are. Aww. I adore how he melts in my arms. His eager mouth and tongue meld with my own. His body becomes weak, and the euphoric flutters of our connection electrify us where our skin connects. If I didn't hold him so firmly against me, he would fall. I think it's gonna be sexy again. I see why someone would give up their free will just to be your familiar. Oh, Dusty. If I didn't have all these burdens, I could just do that and be happy. I'm here to share your burdens, isn't that clear? Who's acted as a familiar between the two of us? I'm your familiar, and you're my vampire slave. Aww. Vampire slave, that's the name. He said it, he said the name. He said the name of the game, Toffee. He said it. She's sitting up now. Are you sitting up because Caramel woke you up with the bath? I'm sorry, Toffee. You can go back to sleep. Sleepy, sleepy. Sleepy, Toffee. Go back to sleep. Hush, little baby. Go back to sleep. Go ahead. Go back to sleep. She's just staring at me. Toffee. Toffee, you can sleep. Sleepy, sleep. Sleepy, sleepy, sleepy. Sleep. Little sleepy baby. I'm your familiar, and you're my vampire slave. His words cause an exquisitely sweet pang in my solar plexus. What the fuck is a solar plexus? Is that your collarbone? Solar plexus. Or like your chest? I'm not a robot. Oh my god, crosswalks. Tummy? Oh. Solar plexus is in your stomach? Oh, it's like the middle of your torso. Kind of. A network of nerves in the abdomen behind the stomach that contains ganglia sending nerve fibers to the internal organs of the abdomen. Solar plexus, wow. Such advanced words. His words caused an extremely sweet pang in my solar plexus. This was an arrangement that would fulfill me for eternity. What is love but to belong to someone and to have that someone belong to you? Dusty, I can't wait any longer. Oh shit. Neither can I. Oh shit! Okay, I'm ready. Where is it? There you go. Again, they're not showing anything. I think that's Thalos's hand. Just in case, we're gonna keep the break screen up. Let's see here. Thalos. Dusty. Every moment that led to this had been exquisite. I prepared him with great care and he was pliant for me, undressed, willing, blushing as he met my lustful eyes. And now we know the indescribable bliss of becoming one. Our love had become so beautiful it almost felt crass to express it with such desperate desire, but it was an expression of our bodies as well as our hearts. Desperate desire, but it was an expression of our bodies as well as our hearts. Damn, this is beautiful. He made certain I knew he was ready tonight, and I cherished the gift he surrendered to me. Aww. I penetrated him carefully. Oh my god, it's a guys, this is not a drill, it's actually happening this time. Oh my god, we have been blessed by the yaoi gods. Thank you, even though Thalos would be in pain if I said god. If you think about it, Thalos is kind of like a really devout Christian, where if you say Jesus' name or the Lord's name in vain, he cringes. It's like, can you not say that around me? All right, let's get into it, folks. Here we go. Oh my god. I penetrated him carefully, gently. I didn't wish to have to order him not to feel pain. Instead, I ensured he felt very little. I took my time initiating him. We had all night, didn't we? But it didn't take long for Dusty's passion to become unhinged. He wanted more. He urged me to press into him with greater strength. Oh, fuck. I freeze above him. Are you all right? Don't you dare stop. I don't want to hurt you. Fuck me. Oh, damn this brazen, horny man. Of course, he sped us to our mutual orgasms quicker than I'd anticipated. Moments of gasping afterwards only led to a second coupling. Now that I knew I didn't cause him discomfort, I would ravage him all night. That's it? Aww. It's not! Oh, never mind! They are really going at it. Okay. Dusty says, yes, keep going. You are magnificent, my love. Perhaps we continued too long and overindulged in each other, but then we'd both been through an ordeal. We needed this. Where are you going? To get something to drink. You drained all the fluid out of me. Hurry back. Tonight. Tonight would be one night I'd remember forever. Something's gonna happen to Dusty when he's in the kitchen, isn't it? Or not. Maybe it's okay. Welcome, General. Uh-oh. Save the pleasantries and get to the news. Sure, on the second floor is a corridor leading to my apartment. Just follow me up and we can talk just fine here. Don't be silly. This isn't the sort of thing we should discuss out in the open. If you just follow me. Would you talk already, Vamp? We lost Johan weeks ago. He's probably built another factory by now. If you've got a lead, then you better spill it. Where the fuck is he? No idea. I said I had news, not that I knew where he was, and I really want to discuss this in my apartment. If you just walk 50 fucking meters. Why the hell did you call me down here if you don't know where he is? Why is he gonna... Why is Luca gonna tell Dalton about Deborah? That seems like a bad move. Fine. Every vampire outside of Thalos' sect is missing. What? What? That's the news. Oh, vampires are disappearing. Every single one who isn't part of Thalos' sect is gone, and 19 of my professors who... I think that was italicizing. Thalos sect is gone, and 19 of my professors who are part of his sect vanished too. I tried to ask around, and I can't find anyone outside the sect to ask. Luca's gonna bite him? I don't think so. I hope not. Vampires aren't going to Thalos' blood hotels. Vampire properties are turning up vacant. Vacant. It's hard to say. It's like 50,000 vampires are just falling off the face of the planet. You didn't kill them, did you? Is that why you were trying to lure me up to your parlor so you could threaten me for some answers? I'm not that stupid, but there is something I wanted to show you if you'd stop being such a stubborn asshole. We haven't killed any vamps lately, and we sure as hell haven't killed 50,000 of you fuckers. We're dealing with internal issues. Yeah. Sounds like this college is going off the rails too. 19 of your professors, huh? Yeah. You saying they were kidnapped? No, they packed up their stuff and closed their financial accounts. I don't know why they left without saying a word, but it was planned. Then some of your other professors might know what's going on. Some might, but they're not talking. They're afraid. And if it isn't Jaeger scaring them, then it has to be Johan. What the fuck is that son of a bitch up to? Let me show you something in my apartment. Why do you keep trying to get me to go to your bedroom, bitch? Will you keep your voice down? This is a library. I don't have time for this nonsense. I have work to do. Damn it. You. What are you doing here? Nothing. I'll leave. You stay right there. You're not thinking about capturing me, are you? That's not what Dusty wants. Why was your headmistress trying to lure me up to her bedroom? You went to the university? Had to. The network ain't safe and she said she had news. Now how about you tell me why she's coming to me with news instead of you? And why do I got to get all personal with her to learn it, to hear it? I can't believe Luca pulled a stunt like this. She grew impatient for her damn treaty. I told her we had to see to Johan first. I don't know, but I'm aware of the news. Johan's amassing an army. I already figured out that part. Now what about the vampish vamp? What? Oh, when your kind acts funny, it sets off a lot of alarms, mister. You want me to trust you? Tell me what the fuck she was doing. She wants a treaty. She can't get me to manipulate Dusty, so she likely wanted to manipulate you. She was going to put me under her power? She wouldn't dare. Yes, she would, but obviously she was trying to get him to see Deborah. I think she meant to seduce you. That's something she'd truly never do, but she forced me to humiliate her by suggesting it. For fuck's sake. I need her, General, and her network. Please put this aside. We've greater things to worry about. Wasn't she sired when she was just a teenager? Disgusting. I promise I'll deal with her when I return. Where are you going? The grief in his voice wounds me. To Terra, my love. A short trip to keep one of the vows I made to Kuyo. This ain't the time for quests. We might need to act soon. This fucking vampire army might decide to show itself. The army you speak of has been building for weeks now. Whatever Johan's planning is taking time. I need to see to my affairs. You can't set foot on Terra. It will be painful, and I doubt any other vampire could ever go there, but I should be able to endure it now. The monastery was destroyed. The holy energies will have dissipated enough for me to go on to the beach. Please let me do this. It's a weight on my heart. Once I finish, I can place all my focus on our mission. Go, but come back soon. I swear I will. I give Dusty a chaste kiss as I dare, as chaste a kiss as I dare in front of Dalton, then leave. What are the Brigadiers going to say if they find out you're honeymooning up here with Dalos? I don't care what they say. I love him and I'm going to be with him. You made that clear enough. I'm just saying there are consequences. They haven't done anything lately, like absolutely nothing. No nasty emails, no meetings, no calling for missions. They didn't even do anything about us going to India. Yeah, almost like they're waiting for something, don't you think? They're just a bunch of lazy cowards. I don't know about that. On the plane, I saw a man named Eben Sharp. He was the familiar of Frederick the vampire banker. He stowed his carry-on with deliberate care, indicating that Frederick must have been inside in his bat form. This was the first vampire outside my own sect I'd been near since our mission in India. It was just my luck Frederick had business in Japan. If anyone knows where all the vampires are going, it will be him. The flight is long, but I'll make certain not to lose sight of them once we land. Hello? I'm with a strike team outside Tabula Rasa. We're staking it out. What? What? I didn't authorize that. We're not dusting anyone. If another professor decides to vanish from here, we'll be able to tail them. Plus, I'm keeping an eye on that bitch headmistress. I swear she was planning on doing a blood ritual to me. I don't want our forces at Thalos' school. You should have talked to me first. I have authority to call any mission I'd like. It's a done deal. Be glad I even decided to tell you. I order you not to dust any of the vampires there. I won't unless they give us a reason to. Over and out. Dalton! What the fuck? Shit, come in. Oh, he looks terrified. Brigadier, why'd you come up here? What do you want? Look, Dusty, I know we've had our problems, but we've got to put that aside right now. It's not easy for me to come to you. I struggled with this, but I discovered some serious shit about General Dalton. What? What are you talking about? He's a traitor, Dusty. Look, I know you think he's your dad. I'm not saying he was always a traitor. He has to be under Johan's power. What proof do you have? I was on the roof. I go up there sometimes to relax and vape. Of course he fucking vapes! Of course! Of course he does! He's such a douchebag! Oh my god! Sorry. Dalton came up talking on his cell phone. I don't know why, but I hid behind one of the ducks. I heard him talking to Johan. How do you know it was Johan? Because of what he said. I could hear a voice with a German accent. Oh, he's German? I can't do a German accent, so I'm not even gonna try to talk like Johan does when Johan has speaking lines. I could hear a voice with a German accent on the other end. The general said, "You wish for me to kill all the vampires at Tabula Rasa University." Tonight, yes, master, yes, it will be done. No, you're lying. Dusty, I swear I'm telling the truth. That's what I heard. It's not like I want any vamp to live, but these ones are supposed to be helping us, right? They must have some info on Johan. That's why he's taking them out. I think Dalton put a strike team together and left for there right after. We have to stop him. We have to incapacitate him, Dusty. He must have been working with Johan all along. That's why things went down so bad in Canada. Let's go. I'll order them to stop. I'll go with you. It'll take 2 of us to order the operatives to restrain the general. I don't like this. This feels like a bad idea. Dusty, Dusty, no, Dusty, 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 no, danger. Is anyone else's danger alarm going off right now? Because mine is. Danger, danger, stranger, danger. Hurry. I'll cut through Midtown. Dusty, don't blame him for this. It's not his fault. I know it isn't. When a vampire puts you under their power, there's nothing you can do. You think of saying things, but your mouth won't work. You try to write down a message and your hands won't work. You try to just run away, but your feet won't work. He gives you an objective and everything you do. He sure knows a lot about this. This is getting real suspicious. Also, what's with these fucking Pokemon trainer gloves? Is he trying to be cool? Because he's not cool at all. He gives you an objective and everything you do is to help meet that objective. You're like an automaton. You have no will. Your beliefs no longer matter. Your convictions. Right and wrong doesn't matter. Just serving your master. You become a completely different person. Why are you turning here? Stop. This is the wrong way. Oh, no. Shit. If you can't see it, Martinez just injected Dusty with a syringe, it looks like. Damn it, Dusty. Damn it, Dusty! I'm sorry, Dusty. I can't disobey him. Shit. It's getting real tense now. But we're almost at the end of stream. Uh-oh. You guys think we can finish this in that time? I don't know. Thalos. Dusty? Martinez, the traitor, drugged, kidnapped me. Dusty. Dusty, please, answer me. We're over the ocean. There's no signal, no phone service. Dusty. Finally, we land. I call Dalton while following Sharpay off the plane. Oh, Sharp. Probably Sharp off the plane. Sharpay. If Dusty's been kidnapped, then I need to get information from Frederick now more than ever. What do you want, Thalos? Where's Dusty? Huh? In his apartment, ain't he? Go across the hall, see if he's there, please. It was a faint hope, but still. Just what the hell is... Sharp loads a mountain of luggage onto a cart. Wherever Frederick was going, he means to be there a long time. Dusty sent me a telepathic message on the plane. I didn't know the two of you could. Martinez is under Johan's power. He drugged Dusty and kidnapped him. What the fuck? He's not here. I'll call you back. I have but one bag and I'm able to retrieve it as Sharp is leaving. Once it's attached to my person, I dart into the men's room and turn into mist. Sharp has his luggage loaded into a taxi outside. He places his carry-on carefully on the seat beside him. The port of Terra, and hurry up. Damn, the pieces are all coming together. I go back into the airport to rematerialize out of sight. As soon as I rematerialize, I hear my phone. I tap my earpiece. Dalton? Martinez is gone. He took a jet from the airstrip in Buffalo. He's coming to Japan, to Terra Island. What? That's where Johan is amassing his army. Frederick Williams was on the plane. He's heading to the island now. It was the last place we'd think to search, an abandoned holy island. You said no other vamps could go there, and yet Frederick is headed there. Johan must have desecrated the island to eradicate all the holy energy. He could have hired warlocks to perform human sacrifices. He must have. He knew it was the perfect place to hide. I'm getting every soldier I have on a plane right fucking now. I will try to intercept Martinez here. His jet will likely go through this airport. He had no idea I'd be here. Right. You rescue my boy, you hear me? I don't give a fuck about anything else. I don't care if Johan finds out we're on to him or any other shit. You just get Dusty back. I swear I'll save him, Dalton. My voice cracks with emotion. I won't let Johan have him. Thank you. Keep me posted. We hang up. Now my mission is to determine where a private jet would land. I have at least 2 hours worth of a head start. This is a chance to focus and make sure I'm ready. I was attacked from behind? I didn't lose consciousness, but I'm knocked down and 2 large mortals force cross shackles around my wrists. I hadn't even the chance to miss before they blocked my power. How did you know I was here? Ha, we didn't. We've been staking out the airport for weeks. No, I can't allow this. Dusty needs me. Harupu yukai sareta. Help, I'm being kidnapped. You wouldn't have to say Harupu. You could say Tasukete, yukai sareteru. I'm being kidnapped. Fucking idiot, feel this? I'm poked with the tip of a gun. How many of these people you want us to kill? We ain't letting you go. Damn, they've got me. Oh shit! Oh god, it's happening! It's all going down! Talos. Dusty. I've been captured. A lump builds in my throat. I know. Dalton knows also. I don't know where I am. I'm tied up in a bag or something. I'm gagged and blindfolded. You're in Japan, or still headed there. Johann desecrated Terra Island to make it his base. Then you figured it all out. You're 5 steps ahead of him this time, like as if Kuyo is helping us beyond the grave. My chest clenches in the pause that follows. I have to say I've been captured too, but how can I? Where are you? Are you waiting for us to land at the airport? Are you ready for him? Blood tears streamed down my face. I wish they'd been the clear type. That way I could have hidden them from my kidnappers. Dusty. Johann's men caught me at the airport. I'm in a speedboat headed to the island right now. They got cross shackles on me. They got you? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I thought I'd gotten ahead of him for once, just like you said. I was careless. Then he has both of us. I'm stricken by the pain in his thought. But Dalton knows he's coming, Dusty. He'll save you. It will just take time for him to reach Japan. My words must ring hollow. It will be hours before a strike team lands. Dusty could be dead by then. Fuck. Oh boy. My focus is forced back onto my own situation as the boat lands on Terra. I'm led through a camp of fancy windowless yurts. The island is covered with them. Somehow he convinced every vampire outside of my sect to join him. It's still daylight. The only ones about are mortal servants. All the vampires must be hidden in their yurts. As we near the center of the camp, I see the charred remains of the monastery partially buried under yurts. Oh, Kuyo, how could I spread your ashes on such a travesty? Johann. He's so evil looking. Just look at him. Master, we got a present for you. Talos? You got Talos? I thought it was Dusty whom we'd captured. We don't know nothing about no Dusty. We snagged this guy at the airport. You mean we have them both? What a triumph. Ha, yes, of course. You are the men I placed in the airport. I confused you with the others. Ah, well, good work. Leave him with me. Go back to the airport. Yes, Master. You make things so easy for me. Tell me, how did you arrive in Japan before Dusty? Does the owl fly faster than the jet? You couldn't have captured Dusty. I left him safe and sound back at Jaegerin headquarters. I decide to feign ignorance. Maybe I can allow Jaegerin to keep the element of surprise. Ah, so it is just a coincidence that you've come running to my island now. You're protecting someone who has betrayed me, I see. But it is useless. I always learn in the end. Pity, I did not think Jaegerin would learn of my new base so quickly. I'm not protecting anyone. If I'd known you were here, if I thought you'd kidnap Dusty, I wouldn't have come alone. So why are you here then? Just a coincidence? Come now, Talos, do not insult me. There's no coincidence. I promised Kuyo I'd return his ashes to Terra. The packet of his ashes are in my waistcoat. I wanted to wait until we destroyed you, but weeks had passed without any leads. I decided I'd see to this while things were still calm. I remain still as he searches me. I found a strange place of calm, numbness. I suppose because if I'd let the true gravity of the situation wash over me, I'd start raving. Ah, I see. You may keep them. It's fitting that both you and Kuyo stand witness for what's to come. So, this is why you arrived so far in advance of Dusty. I suppose it makes sense. You had no idea we'd taken him? I knew something was wrong because I couldn't reach him telepathically. I didn't know, not until you said it. How could you have? He was safe. Ah, what pitiful timing for you, but perhaps the fates are telling me it is meant to be. Everything has aligned in my favor. With both of you in my hands, you cannot use your telepathy to warn one another. You will not be able to alert Jaegerin to where we are, and I don't even have to keep Dusty blindfolded now. He may see all the horror that is to befall him. He was your bait to lure me to you. You have me now. Let him go. Do you really think it would be that easy, even for a moment? He might have been bait once, but you had offended me so seriously. Before you had robbed me of my factories and starved me from my nightly feasts for weeks, you have gone into bed with the worst enemies of vampire kind. He's not bait anymore, Talos. He is my revenge. No. I was going to film it all for you and Jaegerin, but now you get to watch his agony with your own eyes. I become unhinged. All reason is lost. No, please, feed from me. Make me your servant, your lackey. I'll do anything you want. Just leave Dusty alone. What I want is for you to suffer. Oh, shit. Talos, are you there? They drugged me again. They must have smuggled me out of the airport. I'm on Terra Island. There are vamps all over the place. They set up tents here. There's like torches lit for light and... Fuck. Every vampire in the world must be here. Talos, will you answer me? Where are you? Oh shit. Dusty. Talos. Oh, this is hard. Damn. Dusty, I'm sorry. I should have saved you. I should have... Ah, good. The second guest of honor has arrived. Stop feeding off of him. We must remain conscious for the show. Bring Dusty here. We have a special place just for you. Your very own reality show. Dusty, Fuck, are you okay? Listen, focus. I order you not to feel pain. Did you hear me? Yeah, I did. Just pretend. Oh, fuck. Ah, damn. Wow, this got serious real fast. Ah. Shit, this would hurt like a motherfucker if you hadn't. Behold, my friends, not only did I capture the traitorous grandsire of us all, Talos, but I have here the very leader of Jaegerin. Dusty Holbrook dies tonight. Please, no. Please. Be silent. You are to watch and listen, not to speak. Of course, I killed the former leader as well, the mother of this pathetic creature. Mortals are so fragile, so short-lived. They have no value to their lives. Why would they? They can't even survive 100 years. They are not eternal like us. They cannot even achieve a modicum of our greatness. They have these insignificant smidgens of life, and yet they fill their limited time with eating, shitting, and spewing shit-covered offspring to try to prevent their extinction. Talos, I see Dr. Patel in the audience, the guy from your school. Truly, we are like gods compared to them. They should worship us and give us their blood as sacrifices. It is the proper order. It is evolution. The longer we wait to take our rightful place as their masters, the more putrid their blood will become, because right now they are without purpose. Yes, Lucas said some professors from the university had gone missing. Without usefulness for their short existences, tonight is the beginning. Tonight we take our place as kings and queens, as gods and goddesses, and let the rabble serve us as they should. He sees me looking at him. He shrugged his shoulders at me. I think he feels bad for me. Mouth the words "help me" to him and stall Johann. We just need to hold out until Jaeger gets here. Johann, he likes to hear himself talk. They had to still be hours away. There was no hope they'd arrive before dawn. Could Johann be persuaded to extend Dusty's execution to tomorrow night? Dear gods, I'd be sobbing if I had had any blood left for the tears. You're fucking crazy, Johann. Patel nodded at me. He's making his way toward the front. Jaegerin is headed to this island right now, and you've got the whole vampire population piled up on a silver platter for us. How the fuck do you think you're going to defeat us? Even if you have weapons, all we have to do is wait for daylight and knock over your tents. They don't know where we are, Dumpkoff. Dumpkoff. I'm guessing that means like idiot or something. No one is coming to rescue you. Are you guys even buying this bullshit? I think most of you are just here because you're scared of him. He has nothing now. He can't hurt you. Dusty, remember you're supposed to be in pain. Urgh! Ow! We shut down Johann's factories. His money is gone. His bases are gone. He had nowhere to go. That's why he conned you all into coming to this island. You've no concept of my resources, little boy. He suckered you all into this stupid army, and you're all going to die because of it. He doesn't care. He's more invulnerable than the rest of you because he's been gorging himself. He can't be staked, but the rest of you can. There's no one coming to stake us. You are dreaming. When the time comes to start the war, we will be ready. We will turn you into our cattle, your rightful place. You can't tell me you think humans are beneath you. I know your flies. Oh, your files. I know your files. You're in business with humans and in bed with them. Most of you aren't even on Jaegerin's radar because you're rich and content and you're not killing anyone. You don't want to throw away everything you've worked for to have some fucked up revolution. You want peace. I know you do. Enough. Dusty. Ugh, I think he knocked my jaw out of whack. Oof, there it goes. It popped back. My stomach clenches. It's a good fucking thing he can't really hurt me. This mortal makes far too much noise, and not even the right kind. We will be certain to edit out his speeches before we send the footage to Jaegerin. None of you are here because you believe the same things as him. You're all just scared. Oh, none of you are here because you believe the same things as him. You're all just scared. Let me press him a bit into the nails. Scream, Dusty. Ah! Don't be scared. We're going to kill him today. You don't have to fear him any. I order you to pretend you're in terrible pain. Ah! Ah! No! That's much better music. Ah! Johan's dead. We're in the air. Ah! In the water. Eee! All around him. He's got nowhere left to run. Aye! Shut up or I will cut off your legs. Fuck. Stop testing him. Thalos, I'm scared. I'm here, Dusty. We'll find a way to get through this. I won't let him kill you. Jaegerin. Jaegerin must be getting close by now. As I speak to him, I morbidly wonder if my healing power is strong enough to grow back limbs. Jaegerin isn't in the water all around us. They're horribly far away. I can't let Dusty lose hope, but then I think at least I spared him a painful death. Do you still have the Veil of Angradesma? No, they threw it off the boat on the way over here, like miles from here. Damn it, so even if Dusty lasts long enough for Jaegerin to get here, they still might not be able to save us. The pain these thoughts cause are even worse than what Johan did to me. How many thousand years will I hibernate to recover from the anguish of losing Dusty? Let me clear the air now, my friends, Jaegerin does not know we are here. They would never think to search for us on this holy island. Thalos arrived here only to dump the ashes of his little monk friend. Fate brought them into our Fate brought them both into our hands because it is our destiny to win, our destiny to rule. All the same, Johan, let's get on with this. It'll be dawn soon. Williams. We have some time, my good lieutenant. Are you not eager to taste the blood of Jaegerin's leader? Yes, of course. This is my gift to you all, the blood of Jaegerin's commander. The stream from the nails is weak. I think the little idiot was dehydrated. Shall we open a vein? Right, shall I? Do not be hasty, Frederick. I intend to savor this kill. Let us crucify both his wrists and ankles to get a proper stream. No, put me there instead. My blood is stronger. We already drank, you idiot. We've hardly a drop left. Get some nails, Frederick. Wait. Patel. Please allow me. I know the way to properly bleed him to death. I am a doctor. What a lovely way to prove your loyalty, Dr. Patel. I'm touched. See, Thalos, even a former member of your sect can be redeemed for our rightful purpose. Don't! Doctor, please! He's whispering to me. I know how to keep the wounds superficial. Ah! Ah! Stop! Ah ha ha! This is so much! This is longer than the sex scenes! I hate this! I can hear his voice through your thoughts. You're right. We're scared of him, but we're also scared of Jaegerin. I decided I would join him after the meeting with your people. There's no chance for a peace treaty. All you did was threaten us. Joining him will just get you killed by us faster. Each incision needs to finish bleeding before I can do the next one. Otherwise, he'll die and the blood flow will stop. I don't mind dragging out his torture. What lovely footage you're giving us. Don't waste time arguing. I have to put in another nail now. I assume Thalos has ordered you not to feel pain. Ah! What beautiful music. No more, I beg you. Vampires will continue to side with evil when the alternative is their destruction. A treaty will give all vampires the incentive to be good. We just want to enjoy everything we've earned in life. Right now we are forced into an unfair war with Jaegerin. Good vampires aren't safe. You even destroy the most innocent like Kuyo. That terrified and disgusted us. I didn't want to kill Kuyo. He asked to die. And you were willing to oblige him, because he's a vampire and vampires' lives have no value to you. You would not have assisted a mortal to commit suicide. I tried to assess the amount of blood Dusty has lost, but I can't see the basin. What if he really dies here? Would I revive him as a vampire? Could I dare do something he would despise me for? Was I strong enough to let him go? Your only hope to survive is if you convince us to turn on Johann. I don't know if Jägerin is truly coming or if you were bluffing, but the sun will rise soon. Johann is intent on killing you before then. You don't have any time left. Get on with it, Doctor. Ah yes, this incision is done. Give us a reason to stop seeing Jägerin as the greater evil. Aye? No more, stop. We're not the greater evil, Johann is. How can he say that? He's right, you're running out of time. But it's true, I was willing to kill Kuyo because he was a vampire. I'd never help a human commit suicide. Why should he help me? How can I get through to him? Johann killed my mother. He's killed so many operatives, so many people. He's the greater evil. He's the greatest evil. Dusty, do what you must to destroy this monster. I'll sign a provisional treaty that protects all good vampires, one that permanently prohibits the destruction of innocent vampires. Cease blathering, you idiot child. We only want to hear your screams. Oh, you can see the nails in his leg. Oh my gosh. Patel dropped the last nail and let it roll away. He's stooping to fetch it. Is that a signal to the others? Dusty, the vampire beside me has unlocked my shackles. I will distract Johann with the final incision so we can pass the shackles to Frederick. He will get them on Johann while he's preoccupied. This one shall kill him. Wunderbar. Scream, Dusty. Aye. Oh, you couldn't hear me because it was too high-pitched, maybe. Yes. I can't take it. Stop, please. No more. Ah ha 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 ha. Yes. Yes. Shackles, bitches. Hell yeah. Oh, look, he's smiling. Good for him. Good for everybody. No. That's payback for the torture, you fiend. Now you can enjoy the sunroom, San's tent. What are you doing? Are you mad? Furious. Stop, Thalos. Someone unlock this. I'll help you down, Dusty. Wow, that's a lot of blood. Where are you going, you fools? They're going to their tents. The sun is rising. I'll heal you, my love. I won't let him leave a single scar. I'm fine. I didn't feel a thing. Can you get these nails out? I'll try. I'm scared to make you bleed further. Get this off me. Don't let me... I think I'll be okay. I'm strong, you know. Ah ha 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 ha. Idiots, you think the sun can destroy me? I drank the blood of 100,000 mortals. I drank the blood of Thalos. I'm stronger than even he is now. I can't be destroyed. You haven't won. You've just enraged me further. I'll make a new vampire army, one to destroy all the others, all of Jaeger, and all those who betrayed me will... Oh, he's starting to smoke. Aye! No! No! Oh, shit. He's just a little pile of dust now. Dust and a skull. Let's save it. Oh, what a lovely image. Great. Here, can you walk? Ugh, I don't feel any pain, but I have no strength in my legs. I can't stand. I'll heal you, it's just they drained me. I need to drink some blood to regain my strength. There's plenty of blood in the basin. Drink up. Perfect. Oh, is that okay? Is that really okay? I mean, I guess, you know, Dusty didn't feel any pain, so the blood is, like, technically innocent blood? Talos? Hmm? We won! Yes, my love, it's over. And the sunrise never looked more beautiful. Wow! They did it, guys! They did it! They killed Johann! Look, he's all happy. How come those two aren't smiling? We've basically been following everything in the treaty since my mom took over anyway. We haven't been dusting good vampires. This just puts it in writing. It's not just because the vampires on Terra Island saved my life, and it's not because I'm in a relationship with Thalos. I know, kiddo. No one thinks that. Let me finish. Johann was the greatest enemy our organization ever faced. He took everything from me. We tried to stop him, then tried and tried some more. By smiting all the good vampires, we were giving more power to the baddest one. It didn't make sense. This treaty will make sure we're never in that position again. By working with good vampires, we'll make sure there's never another Johann. Hooray! Luca, I thought it only fitting that you be the first vampire to sign this. Heck yes, I just need to duck. Never a good vampire. Lies! Dude, there were tons of good vampires. They saved Dusty and Thalos. Were you gone? Were you absent? There's so many good vampires. Heck yes, I just need to duck into the bedroom to grab a pen. Oh, quick question first. Since good vampires are going to be helping Jaegerin, could a vampire join Jaegerin now? Huh? I mean, someone like Thalos, someone you trusted, couldn't they become a member? I'd have to think that over. Oh, come on, why not? How about a completely random hypothetical like, I don't know, let's say a member of Jaegerin got turned into a vampire against their will. Would they automatically be kicked out? In the past, yes, but with this new treaty? That's so hypothetical. Oh my god. Totally random. Maybe, LOL. I mean, you missed so much. You missed, like, the climax of the story. And it wasn't even sex. The climax wasn't sex. It was a good story. There was torture and espionage and intrigue and mystery and drugs and violence and blood. You missed so much. You missed the climactic climax. It was so good. I mean, think about it. Something terrible happened to them, but they could turn it into a positive by using their vampiric abilities for the good of Jaegerin. Why make them suffer even more? They went down in the line of duty after all. I mean, I guess. We'd have to let them stay in if they wanted. Dalton? You signed a treaty, we've got to live with it now, so we might as well get some good for the organization out of it. I never liked dusting operatives who were turned to vampires, never sat right with me. At least we could put a stop to that. Oh right, we're not dusting them anymore because of the treaty. So what are we going to do? Say, okay, you're fired, you lost your career, you'll probably be homeless now or whatever, as long as they're good, they should stay in. But after all the stuff we've seen, I was expecting more sword fights and not all the other crazy things. Are you kidding me? From the very start, I will defend this game. I will gladly defend. It is not just about the yaoi. It has actual story. There was a plot. There was an actual plot. From the start to the end, this game had plot in it. It was very good. I liked it at least. It's not even over yet, but I really liked it. How did Daniel put it? Bobbing for gherkins? Yes. Oh my gosh. I'll just go get that pen. Dusty, Dalton, brace yourselves. There's something you don't know. It's pivotal. What the hell are you talking about? Luca wasn't trying to do a blood ritual on you or seduce you, and she tried to get you to come to her apartment before Dalton. She was trying to expose someone to you, someone who you thought was dead. Who isn't really dead. What? Are you saying... Mom, you're alive! You're alive. Not alive. I'm sorry. I wanted to dust myself before you ever... Oh, look at them! Happy family! Lol. Oh, thank God! Let's save this one over the blood ritual thingy. Let's save that. That's happy. That's nice. Oh, thank God! Oh, Debbie, thank God. Debbie. I couldn't show myself to you. I don't care that you're a fucking vampire. You're alive, goddammit. I missed you so much. Tears of emotion overwhelmed them for some time. I saw that Deborah stopped feeling ashamed and realized that she was still loved. Luca thought she was the key to force Jaegerin to sign a treaty. In reality, she was just another vampire, one who benefited from it. Good work. Hey, you're the one who got it done. Actually, it was Dr. Patel. Make sure to give him a raise. Johann's destroyed and vampires have a peace treaty with Jaeger, and it's the start of a new age, Thali. A glorious new age. Oh? Oh? Oh, we get extra? Excuse me? Oh? Oh? Come in, my love. Well, there has to be something after the fact. We can't just end it on the happy. It has to be happy plus loving at the end. Like, that's the law of yaoi. Clearly, you've never experienced a yaoi before. I walk in and it goes right back to bobbing for gherkins. Gherkin gobblers. Oh my god. Alright. That smile tells me things went well. Believe it or not, my mom was a pretty popular leader. I'm glad we'd announced the treaty the day before we found out she was still alive. That first change got 4 operatives to resign, and Harrison raised a stink. Oh, it's time for another drink. Thank you, Stealth 95L. Delicious water. I mean, delicious blood. Let's get thematic here. Chug, chug, chug. Gotta stay hydrated, yep. Hydrate or dihydrate, as they say. Pickle juice. Alright, that's funny. Alright, you can have that one. Strawberry flavored blood? Sure, yes. The first change got 4 operatives to resign and Harrison raised a stink. Deborah being alive and still in charge of Jaeger and got cheers and hugs all around, except from Harrison, who put in his resignation. What about Martinez? He's still on medical leave trying to get over things, but my mom said he was a good guy. All his assholeness was apparently Johan manipulating him. Then he's welcome to stay. I don't hold anything against him. It wasn't his fault. We already sent an operative to India to get back the Ring of Ex Superius. We'll make people put it on randomly to make sure no one is under the power of a vampire. A bad vampire, you mean? I assume the familiar of a good vampire is still welcome to work at Jaegerin. Why would a familiar be working for Jaegerin? They're supposed to be serving their master. You tell me. Oh, right. Aww, that's cute. Dusty's a little airheaded sometimes. I like that. I like that in a man. A man who's airheaded. Are you no longer the leader of Jaegerin, Dusty? Your hereditary succession does state that you succeed to the leadership position when the previous leader dies. Deborah is technically undead. I'm still the leader and I named her the acting leader. I'm going back to school. And I want to get at least 10 years of intensive training before I even think of trying to lead again. I wasn't ready. I think you did a wonderful job. A man who's dumb as a box of rocks. Me? LOL. Alright, not dumb as a box of rocks. That's only because you were with me. I'm still with you, Dusty. I know. Aw, happy. Aw, happy. They're so happy. Aw, cute. So, what's next for you, my love? I already told you that. Ouch. Gently. Did I forget to heal a spot? No, I'm just sensitive. Ah, yes, that you are. And I meant what's next for this evening. I imagine you're still recovering. I'm recovered. Oh? This evening I want a nice dinner, a bubble bath with my boyfriend in his giant jacuzzi tub, and then I want to get fucked into oblivion. Damn. I am Lunk, LOL. No, pickle juice. If he laid down face first, he'd suffocate because he's too stupid to know how to turn his head in order to breathe. Oof. Yes, master. Aww. The end! Achievement! I got an achievement. The end. Well, we can assume what happened, I guess, because he said. Vampire Slave, a yaoi visual novel, everyone. Omedeto, thank you. Oh, credits. Let's watch these. I'm so... Written and created by Yamila Abraham. Thank you, Yamila Abraham. Art by Danny and Danny, Jackie M. Music, Kickstarter backers. Thank you to everyone on Kickstart. That's a lot of people, wow. I feel like I've seen a Quiet Cat Girl before. Maybe on Twitter or something. And thank you to all these people that made this possible. Ah, wow. It was a good game. GG. GG. Wow. Look at all these people. Hikaru wins. Indie Fanatic. Because this is a an indie game, technically. It's not from, like, you know, a big company or anything. Oh my. Ja, ja. Ja, ja. Ahem, rated, oh my. Hey, I left up the sexual theme warning on this stream as well. I left it up. Neko New. That's a cute name. Neko New. Smart. Didn't want to see you get in trouble, yeah. Wow, look at all these people. Wanna be isekai'd. Engine Renpi. It was made on Renpi? Wow. Little do we know, all those peoples are vampires. Wow. Wow. I'm giving this game a 10 out of 10. Maybe I'll rate it on Steam. I'll write a review or something. This was good. I enjoyed this game thoroughly. Even with all of the slurping for gherkins jokes and whatnot. Did you see that updog? Was there an updog in there? What if you do new game? New game will just start it over. Yeah, see? Walks on this earth is the one who finds true love. Bram Stoker. Dracula. Same thing? Yeah, same thing. I'm pretty sure. You guys strapping in so we can play this again? Tabula Rasa University, modern day Manhattan. Dear Thalos, yeah. So that's what happens. Let's look at the gallery. Did we unlock all the images? Oh, look at this. Fucking Martinez. I didn't like him from the start. Wow, look at all the images. I think it's about to get sexual. Oh, yep, there they all are. Don't worry, it's all censored. See? It's all censored and stuff. Everything is fine. It's all fine. Yes, the up dog. I know you want me to ask, what's up, dog? What about it? Wow, should we look at other yaoi games? Why press games? We have Monster Lover? Whoa. I've heard good things about Sentimental Trickster. Alpha Hole Prison? To Trust an Incubus. an otome game as well. Huh, well that's interesting. Looks like they got some orcs. Some orc visual novels. We always deliver crowdfunding rewards on time without sacrificing quality. We're a backer favorite on Kickstarter. Wow, nice. Good job, Y-Press Games. Good job. This was a good game. Back to the solar plexus. I gave up like 5 minutes ago. All right, well, with that, it's time to end stream. Everybody's favorite part, the end of stream. I will write a review. Here, I opened up the review on Steam. So I'll write that after I finish Steam and stream. Goodness gracious. No, but I just got here. I'm sorry. You know the stream time is 6 to 8. Here, look, there's a schedule. I usually abide by the schedule. Oh, one thing though. Friday's stream, I was thinking of canceling it, but now I'm thinking we can just start it later because I have Saturday off, so I can afford to have a late night stream. My brain is derp. I didn't think today was Wednesday. Yes, I have work tomorrow. But not until the afternoon, so that's nice. He was getting his horn dog on and time slipped away. It has been a longer stream than usual. It took us 30 extra minutes to finish this game, but I'm glad we got it all done in like one stream and I didn't like cut it off at the pivotal point. I'm glad we finished it. Right, so Final Fantasy Friday this week is going to be late, so it won't start at 6 p.m. It'll probably start at like 7 p.m. and go until 9. I hope that is okay with everybody. Please remember this. That stream will... I'll probably write a Twitter post about it as well. But please remember, here is Mushy Peaches, our YouTube channel, me and Mushy's YouTube channel. You can look at it. I'm so distracted because you're playing Final Fantasy XIV without me? What is this? We got stuck in a dungeon with 2 noobs. Took us an hour to clear it. Stuck in a dungeon, right. I was red mage tank and white mage was tank as well. I'll be here Friday. What the heck? I can't believe you were playing Final Fantasy XIV without me. That's so sad. You were busy looking at gherkins. Well, we had to finish the game. We had to get to the thrilling conclusion. I was invested, yo. So invested. Someone needed help with a roulette. I was bored. Who's someone? Someone from a Discord? From Lovebringers, maybe? Maybe. Wow, I see. So you're replacing me. All right. I see how it is. Lovebringers, LOL, but I don't even know if they are single or not. Oh. What? No, never. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. We haven't played together for like a month or so now. It's been so long. You can't be replaced. No. You can't be replaced, like he said. Oh, thanks. Zoe and I haven't played since we played together. Oh, okay. That makes me feel better. I have like real bad social anxiety, so I always think people are doing things without me, and I feel not included sometimes. Except to hop on and keep property and such, yeah. I've only played maybe twice since you was on with us. Aw. We should play together again sometime. It's fun. I love Final Fantasy XIV. It's my favorite game. It could use a little more yaoi, but you know, I write that myself, so. I've been mostly playing Oxygen Not Included by myself. Oh. Now, when we kick it off on 14 again, you bet your ass we will be abducting you. Good. I'm ready to be abducted, just like Dusty. Zoe and I have been playing a lot of Minecraft. I see. So that's where you all have been. Like Dusty, eh? Well, maybe not exactly like Dusty. Don't get any strange ideas. Zoe would have to abduct you like Dusty. I'd get shot. Anyway, thank you all for coming. I'll see you guys on Friday, if not sooner, but maybe not. It'll probably be on Friday. And yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you all later. I'll hire my cats to abduct you since I don't have a lady friend. You have Zoe. Have a good night. Holler if you want to hang. Have a good night. Okay. I'll see you all in the next stream. Bye-bye.